Ayo'y mag-Genshin na. Genshin muna tayo sa ngayon. Dahil wala ang ating mga kalaro. Wala si Namisha and Anna. May gala. Andito naman si G-Boy. Kaya so may iba siyang nilalaro. Thank you Kuya Max sa pag-lurk and travel low. At tama na yung aking SO sa'yo. Hahaha. Kaya lang, binago ko na yan ah. But Ultra Gaming pa rin. No! Bakit ganon? Binago ko na yan. Binago ko na yan eh. Bakit ganyan yan? Salamat sa thought na may ganyan. Pero ox na ba? Sorry, binago ko talaga yan, promise. Inayos ko yan kanina lahat, pati yung kay na ate Maxwell. Di ko alam kung ano nangyari. Pero binago ko yan.
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Okay na. Okay. Ayan, minanwal ko na lang. I-AR-16 mo yung sa'yo para makalaro ka namin. Masasaya pag maraming kalaro. Ano ang gagawin ko? Nainggit kasi ako, ang dami naglalaro ng Genshin ngayon. Nakita ko yung iba rin. Hello kay John De Ocampo. Thank you sa like ng ating stream. What's up sa'yo? What's up? Mabilis lang yan, AR-16. Sinasabi ko sa'yo. Tingnan mo. Pag isang upuan mo yan ngayong gabi, tapos mo na yan. Ang bilis lang yan, promise. Diba halatang di ako nagbabasa ng mga story. Minsan lang ako magbasa, lalo na kung Archon Quest. Pero kapag yung mga ganito lang, hindi ko siya binabasa eh. Marami pa pala kata akong gagawin dito. Marami pa akong world quest na hindi pa natatapos. Sinapos ko lang yung Archon Quest para sa next Hi, hello John. Thank you sa 10 stars. What's up, what's up? Thank you for the twinkle twinkle little stars.
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Grabe naman yun. Kumusta ang iyong New Year and Christmas? Pull out mushroom in the field.
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Oh, more mushroom, more fun. Hindi, pull out niya lahat eh. Tanggalin natin. Gusto ko rin ng maraming mushroom. Wala na ba? Sure na ba yun? Wala na bang mushroom na naiwan? Wala na. O diba? Nakuha natin lahat. Sorry not what I said. Ikaw, G-Boy, nag-ano ka pa ba? Nag-Genshin ka pa ba? O Honkai Star Rail na lang? Saka Reverse?
Naglalaro pa din. Ano lang.
Di ba may Furina ka?
Meron nga. Bakit?
Galit na galit. May Furina ka diba? At parang hindi ka nag-story.
Saka na.
I see everything.
Sana all may Furina talaga eh.
Right here, right now. I'll protect us.
Very the wrong test subject.
Ay, gawain tamad.
Emerge, right now. Emerge.
Inaantay ko talaga yung Zenless Zone Zero. Na-download ko na talaga yun.
Ay, wow. Laro na naman. Dami mo naman.
Ha? Dami na laro. Hindi ko na nga nabubuksan masyado yung
Right now,
TOF ko eh.
right here, right now.
Tower of Fantasy.
Pati nun?
Malayo na ako sa story rin, no? Kaya nga busy ang busy ang person kapag Kapag mga umaga hanggang tanghali. Pero nakapos nagigising ka pa 12:00. Sige, good luck. Tapos DVD ng anong oras? Mga 7 or 8. Minsan late pa ako. Alam ko ng ano pala. Ano to? Ano to? Ngayon ko na nakita to ah. Wala kasi si Michelle, wala magtuturo sa atin sa Genshin.
Kaya mo na yan. Malaki ka na.
May kipaglaro sana nga ako ng Genshin kanina, kaso nag-giveaway na ako sa ating si Madam. Yung kakilala nila.
Oh.
Apat sana kami. Ang saya kasi, ang cute eh. Ang cute pag marami. Marami sa world.
Kanya-kanyang character.
Oo. Tinutulungan nila yung ano. Para sa pag ano yun?
Mahirap.
Para sa
Kanya-kanyang
pagbukas ng waypoint. Ang problema nga lang, kapag isa lang karakter mo, ang hirap. Kasi kung malayo ka sa mga kasama mo. Ay, kaya ayoko ng bangka eh. Hindi ako marunong mag-ano eh. May ako nang kunin yung ano na yan. Hindi ako marunong mag ano ng bangka.
Okay lang
Nakakainis.
mag co-op world ng apat kayo kung mga whaler rin kasama mo.
O hindi rin. Masasaya pa pag hindi whaler eh. Kasi ano. Kasi nagpapanik kapag namatay na. Tulad ko, nagpapanik. Okay na ako pag ano. Kapag kasama si Misha sa team.
Sure ka nang may magbubuhat.
Oo. Saka si na Gio. Ayun si Gio whaler talaga yun. Whaler na matulungin. Lahat yun naka ano yun, C6 saka ano, R ano. Signature weapon. Sana all. Eh tayo ano lang eh. Hampas lupa lang tayo. Nasaan na ba? Dito ko sa pala yung dailies ko eh. Dami ko pang di ginagawa rin pala rito, no? Pati sa HSR. Ay, nakakuha na ako ng ano ulit. Ng drop ng Twitch. Diba, nagtutuloy-tuloy lang sila. Galing. Ano ba mga kailangan kong gawin? Meron pa akong story quest. Ano to? Tapos ko na ba to? Ay, hindi pa. O nga pala, may story quest pala yun. Yung event ngayon. Nakalimutan ko, ginawa ko lang talaga yung mga laro nila.
Thank you for Add Astro.
Patapos na, oh. One day na lang. So, ibig sabihin, nalabas sa si Raiden, 4.3? Ilang, ano naman ba to? 2 days?
Siguro.
Sa, ano, sa Wednesday ba? Wednesday, Tuesday. Siya ilalabas.
Sana all. May pang pool.
Nag-ipon talaga ako. Actually, hindi ako nag-ipon. Natalo ako.
Guaranteed ka na ba?
Oo, guaranteed na.
Ah,
Natalo
wag
kasi
naman-
ako. Si Furina
Huwag naman
kasi.
sana mag-heart pity pa.
Hard pity na.
Heart pity ka na rin, guaranteed kasi walang yan.
Kaya nga di na ako nagpupuli kasi baka makuha ko yung ano ngayon banner eh.
Malas naman ang kamalas-malasan yun.
Okay lang naman. Sanay na ako kay Hoyoverse. Lahat naman ng ano ko eh, lahat ng 50-50 ko natalo na hard na 50-50 na ano ba yan? Lahat ng talo kong 50-50 ang
Hard
sumunod
pity pa.
hard pity pa rin.
Nice.
Kaya di na ako umasa na hindi ako maaalis sa hard pity na eh. Tapos yung iba, napakaswerte. Yung tipong panalo na nga sa 50-50. Tapos pag nag-pull pa ulit, makakukuha ulit nung nasa banner.
Ay, hindi ako ganun eh. Oo naman, minsan, pasortihan. Kaya minsan nangagalitan si Chi eh.
Ang
Yung mga
inayawan ko
mga
talaga ang Genshin kasi noon dahil nga hindi ko nakuha si Klee nung 1.0 second
nung-
phase. Ang nakuha ko nga 70 yung unang-unang banner.
Pero enjoy mo ng 70 ah.
Kaya lang gusto ko si Klee that time.
Hmm.
Nung lumabas yung banner ni Klee, di pull ako. Di ko siya nakuha. Kasi ko ulit siya nakuha. Hanggang sa ang mga nakuha ko na sina Diluc, sina ano. Ko di na ako mag-Genshin. Ayun. Bumalik ako ng 2003. 23 pala. 2023. Mag-almost 3 years na ang Genshin. Tumagal lang ako ilang araw.
Miss Chiori?
Nung pagka-release.
Oo, pagka-release.
Your talk with the investor sure went fast. The Aquabus hasn't even arrived yet. Oh?
Story
And
quest
who
na
are
lang pala
they?
gagawin ko.
Allow me to
Dito
introduce
pa lang
you.
pala ako.
This is the Traveler and Paimon.
Si Chiori.
Pleased to meet you.
Likewise, we've heard the owner of Chioriya Boutique is a skilled seamstress, so it's a real pleasure to finally meet you in person.
Why, thank you. I strove to create an outfit that matched her high social station as the
Pag Gio
demoiselle.
talaga yung kulay niya,
So
orange.
tell
no?
me, what happened?
Gio?
I can tell the
Brown.
Orange or
conversation didn't
yellow?
go quite as expected.
Well,
Sino ba yung mga na
it's
nalayo sa
like this.
kulay ng ng kanilang vision? Yung naano ko yung kay
Ugh.
Luca, yung sa sa HSR.
I know, Chiori.
Akala
you
ko
don't have
pyro
to
siya
say
physical
it.
pala.
You did remind me that this
Kasi kulay
investor
pula.
was a little bit sketchy.
Yes,
Kasi kulay
there's no
pula.
doubt about that.
But how could I pass it up? He offered me twice as much as the others.
And therein lies the problem.
Yes, but just put yourself in my shoes. After obtaining such an excellent script, it's only natural that I would want to make the most of the film. The budgets that the others had proposed were nowhere near enough. It's difficult to find someone willing to front such a large amount of mora, so...
Don't be sad, Xavier. We might be able to help scrounge up some more together for you.
Nakikita ko
thank
yung
you,
mga
Paimon. That
nagigenshin ngayon,
means a
yung
lot
mga
to me. But the
Purina.
cost of the film is staggering.
Naiinis
I'm
ako.
afraid that any mora we can scrounge together in a
Naiingit
short
ako.
amount of
Gusto ko ng
time won't
Purina.
even be able to cover the actors' fees.
Naglalakad lang sila sa
We
tubig.
need to move on.
Madaya
What's
nga,
happened
lalakad
has
sa
already
tubig.
happened, and there's no changing it. But now's not the time to
Tapos
give
si
up.
ano naman,
Mag-iipon
si-
talaga
What?
ako. After
You're
nung kay
saying that
A,
you have a
kapag ako kasi
plan?
A, iipon talaga ako. Ng pang
No, that's not what I mean.
pang hard
I'm simply
pity saka
saying
yung
I
pang
wouldn't give up just yet.
50-50
The
na hard
actors
pity
I
kapag
recommended
natalo
aren't
ako.
just after Mora after all.
Para sure na meron akong Purina. Di ako magpupul. Ay, di nagbabago nga pala yung nasa
Really?
And
labels
where do you
ko.
live?
We Malazines live in Mercy Village. The only way to enter is from underwater.
Ay, hello,
Oh,
AA.
You must be
Ayato,
pretty
may
tired
BB
after work
boy.
every day, right?
Si
I mean,
Ayato
you
at
have to
si
swim all that
Ayaka.
way
Ay,
just to go
naglalaro ng
home.
DVD. I saw you.
We are so thoughtful.
Kumusta naman ang
Some
iyong
Mellow
paglalaro?
students choose to live in the court of Fontaine because it's so much more convenient.
This is our stop.
Oh, we've arrived. But I haven't even finished chatting with Abel yet.
Hindi
I
nag-auto
also
yung
enjoyed
ano ko.
Abel's introductions to Fontaine along the
Yung
way.
new follower.
Everything you described was so clear and
Ba't
detailed
ganun, ang
that we
daya.
can't help but want to hear more.
Thank you so much. I'm usually working here on this aqua bus, so I hope I'll have the chance to see you again. There are still many more places I'd like to introduce to you.
Wow. Green tea cream. Green
Welcome
tea
to the
cream.
court of
Yung
Fontaine.
matcha.
Shiori,
Ayan,
you sure have changed a
yung
lot.
green tea cream. Yung...
This is the first time we've
Oh,
seen
ano
you
ba?
since you left Inazuma. I haven't realized it's
makikita
been so
niyo.
long. I was in such a rush when I left that I didn't even get to say goodbye.
Thank you for extending the invitation, Mr. Xavier.
Sana all. Aalis
I'm looking forward to a fruitful
Sana
trip
all.
here in Fontaine.
Ba't hindi nagbago rin yung sa
It's
beats?
an honor
Ben,
to have
lahat
the
na
head
lang
of the
di nagbago.
Kamisato clan visit us.
Love
So
that
there you
event.
meant
Ito
when you
masama
said you had
pakiramdam.
actors
Diyos ko,
coming
bakit
from
masama
Inazuma?
pakiramdam mo? Ano nangyari?
Oh? It's the
Ano
Traveler
nangyari sa'yo?
and Paimon.
AA.
Wow, what a coincidence! Ayaka and I were just
What
talking about you on
happened?
the way here. Are you also here for the film?
We just ran into Xavier earlier and came over with him.
But I'm not an actress. Sir Kamisato and Lady Ayaka are the real actors here. I'm just tagging along with Ayaka to have a good time together.
Marami na tayo nakilala sa naglalaro ng
About
Genshin
that,
A.
I mean, how was I supposed to contact you when I was making preparations for the
Isa?
film? I figured you were probably busy, and I didn't want to disturb you. So I could only keep you in the back of my mind while I sought other actors to play
Ha?
the lead roles in the film.
Sabi mo,
I've been
G?
thinking about a surprise
ko
reunion
sana
with you
all
during
walang
our trip
kilala.
here. But you
Ay.
still managed to surprise me first.
Ganun talaga.
Oh, so you all know each other already. My, what a coincidence. What are the chances everyone could be brought together here like this? Why don't we go to Hotel de Boer and catch up over a meal? I've already made a reservation.
Huh? Did you reserve 2 spots for us too?
Rasa muna.
Yes,
Have
of
fun,
course,
Kuya
of
Piel.
course.
Thank you,
I'll be
AA.
sure to tell the boss to serve a few more delicious dishes just to make sure there'll be enough food.
Very well.
Tagal din
Then
yung
please,
paramdam niya na.
kindly lead the way, Mr.
Ayan,
Xavier.
hinahanap ka na ni G-Boy. Miss ka na niya. Ikaw kasi Di ka na nag-hello Tagal mo na daw di nagpaparamdam. Hala.
Wow,
Hala daw, sabi
buildings in
ni AA.
Fontaine are so
Hello,
tall.
G-Boy.
Just look at how big they are. And there's
Hello,
the fountain that Aval mentioned earlier. It really is a magnificent sight. And look at that huge spinning sphere. Where does it get
Meron
its
ka na bang
power?
Navia,
Wait a sec. Could it be one of those
Meron ka
clockwork
na rin
mech
ba
we've
nung
heard
sa
so much about?
HSR? Si, Ruan May? Hello, Kuya Aki. Oy, Kuya Aki. Asan ka galing? Ba't ngayon ka lang nagparamdam? Di ka pa ba nakaka-uwi?
Wouldn't
Hindi
gliding
pa
be
tayo
faster?
maglalaro ni na Ate Sumaji. Nandito kasi mga pinsan. Ah, okay. Hopefully maayos na yung PSOD ko. Makakalaro na ako ng smoothly. Makakalaro na yan. Di pwedeng hindi. Law of attraction. Maayos yan. Pag nakalaro ka na ba ng smoothly, makakalaro ka na ba rin namin ulit? Nakukuha ko pala si Navia. Share ko lang. Sana all. Pero hindi ako kukuha ngayon ng Taylor Swift Kukuha ako ng ng Raiden Sa next banner Yun yung inaantay ko yung next banner
So this is what food from Fontaine is like.
Crush lang crush mga
Sure
games
is
ko.
different from what we have in Inazuma.
Ayun
How
lang.
should I describe
Kaya
it?
pala So
Seems
hindi
like you
kasi
have
hindi
to
ka
go
pala
through a lot
nakakapag-live.
more, steps to make them. And the flavor has
Masyado.
many layers too.
Need na
Ah, yes.
mag-upgrade.
When I first went to
Ibig
Inazuma,
isa lang
I
ibig daw
actually thought the
sabihin
food
yan
there tasted a
mag-upgrade
little
ka
too
na.
bland.
Kahit yung
It took
ano
some
lang.
time for me
Or
to get used
magdagdag
to it.
ng ano.
Let's get back to the purpose of this trip for a
Ano ba
moment,
kulang?
shall we? How have
Graphics
preparations for the
Yung
film
mga
been
rap,
coming
mga
along,
ganun.
Mr. Xavier?
Well, I've
Additional
already
RAM.
assembled most of the film crew, a lighting specialist, a prop manager, and a costume designer. I've also bought the copyrights from the novel's author.
Oh, it's called The Two Musketeers, right? I read the script you sent me on the way here. The story is pretty good.
Originally,
Saka
I
ko
was
naalalang
planning to
may
start
story
filming as soon
event
as Sir
kung kailan one
Kamisato
day na
and
lang.
Lady Ayaka arrived in
Nakakainis.
Fontaine, but I'm afraid I've run into a bit of a problem.
Oh,
Rush na rush.
what is it?
It
Ganun
has to do
talaga.
with the film's investor, Mr. Morris. He suddenly informed me this morning that he's encountered some financial trouble and will be unable to release to me the amount of funding agreed upon.
It's said that Fontaine's legal system is
Wala
well
namang ano,
developed.
di ba? Wala bang
If
grounded
he has
yung mic? Di
violated
ba
the
grounded yung
contract,
mic ko?
then can't you simply take him to court over the matter?
Well,
Hindi naman sa
I'm
Discord.
still more concerned about
Walang problema
filming.
sa
Even if I were to
Okay,
take
okay,
him to court, I'm afraid it would take months before the case could even be
Kapag
heard.
nainip ako
Then,
maglaro ng Genshin,
Is there a way we could raise funds
try
ourselves
ko
to
install
solve the
yung
problem?
isang game na horror.
I've considered that option too,
Ano?
but unfortunately, it's difficult to gather such a large
Wait
amount of
lang ba?
mora on such short notice. Besides, we have to consider the film festival submission deadline.
Mr. Xavier, if Ayaka and I were willing to perform for free, would that resolve the problem you are currently facing?
What? No, out of the question. To have you come all this way just to act for free? Oh, no, that won't do.
There's no need to worry, Mr. Xavier. My brother and I had actually intended to work for free after receiving your invitation. Inazuma has only recently reopened its borders, and needs to strengthen its relations and cultural ties with other nations. We didn't have many collaboration projects with Fontaine in the past, so we hoped this trip would serve as a good start for the future.
Indeed. You could say that's the real
Pero
reason why the
pumunta si
Yashiro
Misha
Commission
dito,
agreed to
daming
come to
spaghetti.
Fontaine.
I
Marami kayong mahilig
understand,
sa
but
spaghetti, pero nagluto
having
ako
you
sa
two
spaghetti.
act for free just doesn't seem
Luto
right.
ka, wala rin palang kakain.
Hindi, kasi
Not
di
at
ba
all.
birthday ni Daddy kahapon?
While
Ngayon
we're officially here to
nag-celebrate.
conduct a cultural survey of sorts,
Ah,
we must express our sincerity
Hindi mo
if we
naman
want to
siguro- hindi mo naman
establish
siguro
formal
siya
cultural
iniinalhan
ties
ni-
with your nation.
na may ganyan ngayong
This
araw.
film will serve as proof of friendly
Pero
cooperation and
akalain na
cultural
hindi
exchange
kami
between
masyadong
Inazuma
kakain.
and Fontaine.
Oh.
May naririnig ako.
It's my hope that the film can be finished and
Hello.
released as smoothly as
Ay,
possible.
Misha!
If you still don't
Misha!
feel comfortable with this
Meron
arrangement,
drop yung
I would
Genshin
also be
ngayon.
more than
Nasa
happy to be
nag-live
introduced
ako
to
ng
some other
Genshin.
renowned
Hello,
individuals in
Xiao!
Fontaine's literary and artistic circles.
Nanonood na lang ako. Sabi, antok talaga ako. Sorry, guys.
Right.
Basta na ako.
I'll
Tawag
do as
mamayang
you say.
Anong
madalaro.
ginawa
Thank
mo?
you.
Ibig sabihin
Thank you
wala kang tulog
so
simula
much.
kanina?
I'll make sure to cobble together enough mora
Hindi
now,
ka natulog.
even if it means selling my house,
Ako
Yes.
lang
my
parang yung
camera,
late
and every
Christmas
single
party.
family heirloom.
Saan kayo
Come
nag-ano
on
nila,
now,
chat?
no need to go that far.
Doon lang sa
I'll
ano
also
nila.
help you out as
Bago
a
niyang
prize,
bahay sa... Yung lampas lang ng
Ah,
soldiers
kaya
for.
pala yung tinanong mo kahapon.
Me too. Even though I didn't bring much more to spend on this trip,
Nagkape
it
pa nga
was
sila
better
eh.
than
Sobrang
nothing.
antok na talaga ako.
Dapat
Ayoko
dumaan ka na
Nanonood
lang
naman.
dito.
Too kind,
Dito ka
all
na
of
lang
you.
natulog. May spaghetti rin
I
dito
really
eh.
don't know how to.
Nagdala ako spaghetti. Kasi nahintay kasi ako ni Papay kasi nagpabili siya ng
Alright,
pay
enough about
pizza.
that.
Ay,
Eh,
wow.
kinuha ko.
Now that we have
Nanguha lang ako ng
Xavier's
pizza doon
savings,
kanina.
My
Alam mo
support
kami
and
ginawa,
two
nanood lang kami
leads
ng
who are
ano,
willing to act for free.
ng
I
ano
think
yung
we will be able
missing,
to make this happen.
yung bago sa Netflix,
So,
tsaka ano,
instead of
Teapato,
Mora, you'll help with filming
na
and production.
nakakainis na inis si RJ kasi ang tanga ng
But how can we help with that?
bobo ng
We
video.
don't know much about making a
Ayun
film.
lang.
Alright,
Tapos kumain lang.
pull yourself together, Xavier. Tell us if there are still any open
Sa
positions
gabi
left
sila.
among the crew.
All right. Let me think. We still need a camera operator,
Pag-isipan ko
a
kasi
clapper loader,
mag-Genshin
and
kasi
someone to manage logistics.
makakilala ko na ka-Genshin ngayon.
I originally
Natuwa ako,
wanted to
ang dami
personally serve
nangyayari.
as director, but I've been too busy working as the
Nanonood na lang,
producer.
mag-i-interact
So
na
the
lang.
positions of
Nakita ako ng
director
ano,
and
ng drop. Sabi ko,
director's
ay, may drop
assistant
yung Genshin,
will also
mag-Genshin
need
na
to be
lang din
filled.
ako. Wala pa si Namisa.
Who knows what the
Si ano,
director
pauwi
and
pa
the
lang.
logistics support person
Saan
do,
galing
but
siya, Ming?
what's a
I don't know.
clapper loader?
The clapper loader is
Late na rin
responsible for
nakauwi
using
si
the clapper
Mark
board
eh.
to
Galing
record
silang
and
Pampanga.
organize the
Ng
information of
Pampanga.
each shot. When the
Kasi
camera operator begins
Nasa
shooting,
Pampanga.
the work requires both patience and careful
Buti na
attention
kasi
to
nag-my day.
detail.
Pero ano yun, parang company nila.
May swimming doon sa Boracay ba yan?
Whenever they serve
Sabi nga ni Papa, mag-swimming din
Yes, that's
para
right.
sa swimming pool.
Are
Tapos
you
nagpampanga pa.
interested in that job?
for sure.
Maganda lang sa
Always wanted to try
Boracay.
that.
Yung swimming
All
pool
right.
doon.
Then you'll
Mga
be our clapper
swimming
loader.
pools.
I can find someone from the
Yes.
store to help with
Sobrang
logistics.
daming pool.
What do you
Kaya lang
think,
sobrang
Xavier?
init kasi
Tapos
ang
yan.
Pampanga.
Fine by me. As for our camera operator, I was
Tutok sa
thinking
inyo
of
ang
letting the
sikat ng
traveler
araw.
take the role.
Ano?
Oh, she's great when it comes to using the camera.
Ano daw?
I can't even count
Ba't
how many
nagka-chop
things
siya?
we've taken photos of during our journey.
Tapos na yung tapo.
Yes, that's also what I was thinking. I noticed the
Ngayon ko lang
traveler had an
naalala
eye
na
for
may event,
photography and
may story palang
composition when
kasama
we
yon.
worked together
Naalala,
previously.
kasi di ba tinapos
I'm
yung
sure
mga
that's due
games.
to the traveler's journey across
Nakalimutan
the
ko may
vat and all
story
the
pala
places
siya.
I've
Pagtingin
seen.
ko sa J,
After so many
pagpindot ko nung
adventures,
J sa keyboard,
using a
tumapos.
camera must be
Ay
second
ko,
nature by
may
now.
story quest.
What do you say, traveler?
Tapos tingin ko
Are you
1 day
interested in the job?
remaining.
Thank you.
So,
It
oo nga.
really means a lot to me. Come on, friend. Let me give you a big warm hug.
So all that's left for us to find is a director and an assistant.
I want to be the director's assistant.
Maganda
All I
rin,
need
maganda
to do is
kwento
help the
nito.
director, right? I can handle that.
Tama lang.
Right, then all we
Natuwa
need
lang
is
ako
a
kay
director.
Farina.
Oh, all
kita
the
ko ulit si
well-known
Farina kahit
directors in
wala ako sa
Fontaine are
plano.
probably also busy working on their own
Kailan
films
ulit
these days.
lalabas ng second
I'm not sure
banner?
who will have time to
Tuesday
help.
ba? O Wednesday?
Farina helped out a theater troupe
ba live?
recently by serving as an artistic
Ha?
consultant. She could be
Wala
a
pa
good
ba?
director, right?
Wala pa.
Besides, it's not like she has anything else to
Si
do
Navi
right
at si
now.
Aya ka pa rin.
Farina? Do you really think Lady Farina would be willing to help us with our humble project?
Nakatulog ako. I am.
Isn't that the
Sige
name
lang.
of Fontaine's
Okay lang yan.
hydro My brother has already
Sabi si
informed
Jiboy
me
nga
about what
ginagawa din
happened
to
here in
patugan.
Fontaine.
Yep, that's her. She helped out a theater troupe not too long ago, and now she's taking up
Bakit?
work
Kasi
as a
nanonood
director.
na ako. Ano ko malaman nagkakadrop ko sa
Well,
Hmm? May
I saw that
lalabas
musical.
naman dyan.
Her performance was perfect, and the storyboards were also excellent. Don't let her form or identity intimidate you.
Kamusta naman
She's
si
the best
Cha?
candidate we can think
Buti
of right
nakauwi
now.
siya.
You'll never know until you give
Namiss
her
na
a
daw yung
shot.
ano, syudad.
fine. You're right, Chiori. I'll do
Wala
anything
bang
for the
syudad
sake of my
doon?
film. Anything!
Hindi pa nasa ano nga sila.
Then I'll
Sa
have to
bentahan
ask
na
the
ako.
traveler and Paimon to show me the way to Lady
See.
Farina's residence. I just hope she'll agree to help.
Kasi Boston, nagre-renta sa
Do you
bahay
need
siya.
us to also come along?
No, there's no need to trouble you
Ay,
with
buti hindi
this.
niyo pa napaparentahan
Besides,
yun.
you've just arrived in Fontaine, and
Hindi nga,
I'm
ano
sure
lang,
there are many
medyo
places you would
cash
like
cash.
to visit.
Eh, gawin
Just
nyo na
leave
lang.
this task to me.
Staycation.
It's part of my duties as the producer.
Yung mga ano,
Very well.
yung mga
Then we'll be waiting to hear the good
nagta-travel
news.
lang.
I'll go with you.
Para may
By the
ano.
way, you might want to consider bringing a gift.
Yun. Yung trabaho
Don't
ni
worry, we
Ay,
won't
kaya
simply
pa
drop you
sa
off at Farina's place.
yung
We know
trabaho
Farina pretty well by now, so having some familiar faces there should help your chances. Besides, the whole thing was our idea in the first place.
si Archie nag-guest mo siya
All right,
umalis.
then I'll
Isang
start
babalik
making
sa ako.
preparations.
Aalisan?
As for the gift,
Trabaho.
Hmm.
A gift for someone who was once seen as the
Pag-nurse na natin ko
hydro
nga kaya nga.
I wonder what she would
Ba't
like.
nagsichappy ka
Marami.
ngayon?
I recall
Di
that
ako
Lady
sanay.
Farina once fancied a clockwork
Ah,
ring. So
Yung-
perhaps I should get another
Ano mo,
exquisite
Mike,
clockwork
nagsichappy
contraption
ka
for
ngayon.
her.
Huh?
Kasi nasa
We
electric
just
pa
bring
eh.
some desserts.
Tapos na kasi ako
Like
tutulog na ako.
Antonelli's.
Huwag mo nang usapin.
Kahit ikaw yung nagsasalita, matulog ka na nga
Be
muna.
a little too
Pahinga ka muna dyan.
She
Defen muna lang
like
kami.
desserts, though.
Baka maabutan
Isn't
ko
the
pa kayo.
Fontanelli
Kita.
festival happening right now?
Mm-mm.
I heard Abel tell us on the Aquabus that
Iyan ko lang yung
introduced the tradition
stream mo
of going
nakabukas.
door to door and asking
Thank
for sweets.
you.
To do something like that, she must have a real sweet tooth. I agree
ka
with
na.
Yoimiya.
Tulog ka
If
na
the gift is
muna.
too fancy, it might actually make her feel
Ano lang
more
sinasabi ako na
uncomfortable.
Nag-MCL ako kanina mag-isa.
Let's go buy some Fontanelli.
Ay, sorry na.
Nakakainis
Tweak.
yung Hellcourt.
Kaya hindi ako naglaro MTL kanina. eh.
Sugod
Kulang
ng
tayo.
sugod.
Will that
Tapos
really be
kapag
enough?
namatay siya,
We'll be asking her
Asan
to do a
na yun?
lot of work,
lo,
you know.
ikaw tong napakalalim eh.
Hmm,
Naiblad
you're
ka lang.
right.
Lahat kami
We need
nag-react
to
eh.
further Sweet
Pero di ako
Badil.
nagchat-chat. Sila lang. Yung mga kakampi ko lang.
You want something even
Nagchat-chat
sweeter
sila
than
na.
Fontanella, you
Siya
mean?
Bakit ka
excited.
kasi baba ng baba?
Yes, we'll need a gift that's sweeter than
Tower
any
hug ka
dessert in the
eh.
world.
Wala, talo kami.
What could that be?
Okay.
Nasugod siya mag-isa. Tapos pag namatay siya,
Your
sis sa
words of
kakampi.
praise.
Kainis. Ayaw mo talaga magpaimon na.
Ay mo na avatar.
Ayaw niya magpaimon na ano. Na cosplay. Ilan na lang kailangan ko para sa standard? Ay, dalawa na lang pala eh. Wait lang, dalawa na lang. Baka may pagkukuhanan tayo. Hindi, gagawin ko. Si. Sino mo pinapataas ko dito? Hindi pa ako pwedeng makakuha ng ano ni John.
Osmanthus
Dahil
wine.
kakakuha ko lang ata kahapon. Kailangan ko pa ng 49. 49 na core lapis na lang kulang ko. 80 na rin siya. 80 na rin to pa 90. Anong kailangan nito? Ito naman pala eh. Pero kailangan ko lang ng dalawang standard mode. Hindi naman pwede pataasin dito. Taas ko na ata. Si Aloy. Kay Parosan pa. Ang kay Parosan. Abot ba hanggang dito? Ay, hindi eh. Kung dito ka, 16 ay 10 na bawas. Pwede kukulangin ako. Dapat yung hindi ako kukulangin. Ito yata. O yung kay Novaria tuloy. Sino ba to? Rosaria. Ito lang pala kailangan ko dito. Wala lang. Tahan muna natin ng ito. Sino man siya. Ay, grabe, Mishachi. Thank you for that. Pambawi kasi di ako makapaglaro ngayon. Happy Genshin. Pakigawa na din yung story ni Navia. Sorry na. Thank you sa 50 stars. Grabe naman, T. Matulog ka muna. Mamaya ka nang maglaro. Makakapaglaro ka pa naman mamaya eh. Kasama kami. Malamang maabutan mo pa kami dito. Kung maaga pa kami, hanggang
ML pa.
Oo. Malay mo mapag-ML pa. Kailangan natin ng pyro. Pyro nga ba?
Para
May Bennett ba ako? Ay, may Bennett pala ako dito.
I won't hold you back.
Support pang ano.
Hindi, yung ito lang, kalabanin ko lang to. Masaya to, kung apat tayo nila naglalaro ng Genshin.
Everyone hold hands!
Ayaw kasi
Right
ni
here.
siya pilitin si
Emerge. Venture to... Yeah.
Masaya naman, tutulungan naman natin siya eh.
Come on now.
Diba, Dad? Ang problema lang.
This might hurt a little.
Walang storage sa phone.
Brace yourself.
Storage.
Commit it to memory.
Storage din sa phone. Sabi ko nga sa sa laptop.
Kalaro yun.
Elemental Master. Ay, sayang yan. Sabi natin. Sino i-up ulit? Si Rosaria. Ano pa ba akong pang ano? Ay, meron pa. Huwag to, sayang yan.
Nang makalalay na maayos.
So, mga 10. Saan na kaya si Badir? Siguro maglalaro na lang ako mamaya pag dumating. Kung darating si Badir tapos kung di siya pagod, I-install ko yung game na ano, yung mind puzzle nga na ano. Yep. Yung
Anong game
horror.
yun? Kailangan ng ano, kailangan mo ng
Kailangan,
ka-co-op.
hindi naman. Kailangan lang ng utak.
You have
Napaubos na naman ang aking ano. Isa naman itong aking heroes. Kailangan ko ng 4. So, 3 na lang kailangan ko. Alis muna tayo dito.
Alis na si
Habang nag-aantay tayo ng ano, gawin natin ulit ang story. Layo pala. Potek dapat pala. Di na lang muna ako pupunta. Ang layo pala nung pupuntahan. Tinanggal ko si Barbara. Balik natin si Barbara. Ay, mali yung item ko kay Barbara na. Kay ano, kaya pala mahina heal ko ngayon. Kaya yung billet nga pala. Kasi kulang ako ng ano eh. Kulang ako ng weapon eh. Saan na ba si Barbara?
I'll take care of it.
Diba nakaka-crit damage? Ang galing. Wala akong HP. Paano kaya ito? Ay, potek. Wala ba akong pwede ipampalit dito? Ay, hindi, ito pala. Binigay ko nga pala kay New Billet. Sabi ko nga. Pwede rin to. Kaso kasi, ay... mga taghirap sa weapon. Gusto pa rin kaya iwan si 20. Gusto pa rin siya gamitin.
Mas madaling mag-explore eh.
Here, this is where Farina lives.
Okay.
Oo, saka
I'll
feeling
go
ko ang
knock on the
gaan-gaan
door.
niya itakbo. Kaya siguro ganun.
Pero ang iba kasi ginagamit pang explore sila.
Wanderer yun, masaya. As in masaya pag explore. Di ba may wanderer ako sa kabila? Hindi ako hirap.
Who are you?
What do you know?
Lady Farina, please allow me to introduce myself. I am Xavier, a film
Xavier.
director.
Hello.
Dati basa ko dyan, Savior.
Is that
Ang
the
nasa
traveler
inaso
in
mo siya.
Paimon I see behind you? And who's this?
I'm Chiori.
Hangin.
Ah, the one from Chioria Boutique. Hello, hello. So, what are you all doing here? Do you need something?
Did you just get up, Farina? It's already past noon, you know. Huh? Oh, Paimon means the weather is so nice in the afternoon and the sun is so warm. Just like how you make us feel. Sleeping in late is a really smart idea.
No. I was just up late last night reading some
Kulit ni
novels.
Paimon.
What does sleeping in have to do with the weather?
This is a small gift we've prepared for you, Lady Farina. We hope you like it.
No need to be so formal. I'm just a regular person like everyone else now. Oh, is this Fontanalia mousse? It's one of my favorites.
That's great! So, actually, there's something we need your help with. Given your renowned passion and understanding of drama, I would like to ask that you serve as the director of our film crew.
Oh, but didn't you just say that
Sana all may
you're a
Farina
director?
talaga.
Yes, but for this
Farina.
particular project, I'm mainly working as a
Ayun lang yan.
producer.
Mukha mo naman yung
Besides, I'm
kanak-
sure that your understanding of the performing arts far surpasses my own.
Ano makaipon
Lady
pa ako sa
Farina.
susunod na rerun niya.
Are the Traveler and Paimon also part of the film crew?
Yep, we sure are. Paimon's the clapper loader and she's the camera operator. operator.
Camera operator. That can be a pretty technical job, and it directly affects the final quality of the film. Are you really up to it?
I can show you if you like.
No, I'm not questioning your abilities. It's just that I've never really seen you use a camera before.
Dapat si Charlotte
Maybe
ang
you
ano
can
eh.
come up with a test for the traveler and see for yourself.
Ang camera
If she can
operator.
satisfy you with her camera skills,
Bakit
then
si
you'd
ano?
have
Si
nothing to
Traveler.
worry about and can join the team. What do you say?
Camera operator.
You sure are getting better at
Kaya
rolling with
yung
the
sa,
situation,
ano, sa
Paimon.
Hindi mo rin ginagawa yung story.
No, I do wish to see how
Hindi ko
skilled the
nag-i-
traveler really is with a camera.
Totally,
How
nag-ano lang
about
ako.
this?
Dailies yun.
We'll work with what we have. I'll give you some scenarios and see if your work is up to my
Tapos paunti-unti lang
standards.
sa story.
Very
No
good.
problem.
It's essential for the camera operator to understand the director's vision. I'll make my decision after seeing your work. Are you ready? I have high standards, you know.
Yep,
Okay.
I'm ready.
Grab the camera and I'll give you a scenario.
Yan na. Filming theme directed by Farina. Estelle is the boss of Beaumont Workshop and has always been proud of her forging machine as it cannot only precisely control strength of temperature but also takes no effort from the blacksmith. Let us film a promotional video for her workshop. Remember to emphasize the superiority of her forging machine. Start shooting. So parang ito yung ano. Hello Anna! Sheesh! Mag-Genshin ka na, sayang yung drop. Tutulungan kita, bilis, pag nag-AR-16 ka. Masaya to pag apat tayong naglalaro sa world. Kasamahan kita sa world mo pag AR-16 ka na. Okay, frame 1. Camera position requirement. You need a scene that shows off the Beaumont workshop. So, ito yun. Then, kailangan natin ng narration. This is the narrative. Selected by Director Farina. Okay. Camera position requirement. You need a scene that shows off the forging machine at work. Ito yun. Tapos, buti hindi na mahirap yung sa narration. You need a scene that shows off the atmosphere of a style work relaxedly. Ito yun. So, ito yun. You need a scene that shows off the weapon arranging boxes produced by the Beaumont Workshop. Ito yun. Tapos, madali lang pala yung ano eh. Ito. Shows off the Beaumont Workshop. So, ano sa dalawa? Ito? If weapons are rather look, okay, siya nga. Hindi, wag mo na kubudulin muna. Pwede mo siya install sa ano, sa laptop. Oo. Ilagay mo dun sa pinahiram ko. Ush. Bilis, marami tayong makikilala. May bago na tayong mga kalaro ng Genshin. At pwede ka naming tulungan anytime. Hindi ko naman sa cellphone mo pinapalagay eh. Kasi alam ko cellphone mo
It
puno-puno
appears
na.
that you have more skill than I thought.
Kasi
All the
magbura
shots
na
had
ng
a great
video at
composition,
pictures eh.
and I could really
Ilagay mo na
feel
sa
a
FB
connection to
lahat.
the characters and their lines.
So what's the verdict?
Does that mean you agree to be our director, Farina?
Did you think I would agree just like that? After our performance of the Little Oceanid, I've begun to make a name for myself again, you know.
Oh.
In fact, I've already had several
Tinatamad kasi
troops
ako
approach me for the
mag-upload eh.
Fontanalia Film Festival.
I mean, ako mag-a-upload lahat. Tinamot ako
Unfortunately,
isang
the scripts were
araw.
all pretty boring and didn't pique my interest. If others were to
Naka-folder,
find out
naka-ano pa
I
yan,
agreed to
naka-album.
work with you so easily, then, well...
Para mas madaling
Hey,
hanapin.
didn't we have a deal? What else do we need to do to convince you, Farina?
Wag na, lagyan mo pa ng caption mo.
Well, what about the pay?
Kasi, wag Genshin ka na,
You
bilis.
know,
Habang di pa
how much
nagre-rerun
you're
si
willing to pay
Furina,
me to be
sayang.
the director?
Ayun, ang cute niya
The
kaya,
pay
oh.
is also
Pwede mo to
an important
i-cosplay,
factor for
Ana.
me to consider, you know.
Pero mas maganda sa'yo si Paimon din.
Well, I can offer you this much.
What? That's all? If Nervilet were to hear of this, he could charge you with underpaying your labor.
Kasi maliit.
I'm sorry, but our crew is in a tight financial spot
Pero
at the
ang cute ni
moment.
Furino.
I see.
Naalala mo yung nagtipid ka
Well,
ng buhok,
even
yung ano,
though
yung
it's
maikli buhok
highly
mo.
unlikely now that I'll join your crew,
Kaya lang nasal ka ni
there's
RJ eh.
still something I'd like to ask. Exactly what film are you planning to
You
make?
know, ang cute
Oh,
oh.
our script is an adaptation of The Two Musketeers.
Hollywood hair. Kasi
you
yun,
mean the suspense thriller novel that was a number
yung
one
magulo na
bestseller?
buhok.
So
Hollywood
Farina's
hair
ready
sa
too.
kanila.
Of
Pero
course
pag
I
nasa
read it.
Pinas ka,
I've always
Magulo.
had a keen interest in artistic works that strike a chord with the populace. I see. It all makes sense now. You must have used most of the budget to pay for the copyright.
Not really. The novel's author transferred the copyright to me practically for free once he heard that I wanted to make a film adaptation of the story. The lack
nasan
of
ka?
budget is
Nasa
due to
bahay ka na?
another
Ba't di ka
issue.
pumapasok dito sa Discord?
He probably just wants to get his name out there.
Tatapusin ko
So,
lang tong
more
story o
isn't the
tapos
most
laro tayo ng
important thing to
horror.
him right now. It
Nasa
reminds
sa bahay
me of
na.
a delivery
Yung horror
courier
na
who
ano,
wears
yung
one of my
sinasabi
designs
ko
while
na
traveling
kailangan ko
all
ng
across
tulong.
Tibet. I didn't charge her much for the outfit either. The exposure she provides for my brand is well worth it.
Takas ng barilan ng SF ni Lester.
So,
Okay, okay.
are you a big
Sige,
fan of
mamaya
this
na.
story,
Nag-SF
Farina?
pa pala siya eh.
Well,
Wow, gising pa siya. 11:02 na.
alright.
SF pa.
the pacing of the
Sabihin
story
mo ano,
is
download
good.
niya ang ano,
But the
Firelight.
character relationships could use some work.
Sila ni
When
ano,
I was reading it before, I
ni
always felt
JC o
like
kaya
some
Valorant.
things were left on a rather unsatisfactory note.
Valorant na lang pala para
I have
makasali
high
rin si
standards,
G-Boy.
you know.
O, diba? Apat na kami.
Mr. Xavier, if, hypothetically speaking, I agree to be the director, how much freedom would I have in terms of script revisions and creative interpretation?
As
Si
much
JC mo,
freedom as
babalo
you
mo,
would
hindi
need.
ata.
I wouldn't
Nag-SF
dare
nga
doubt
siya,
the
balo
tastes
pa.
of
Barilan din
Fontaine's
yun.
greatest star.
Good. Then I'm free to alter the script as I see fit.
Absolutely, no problem.
We're counting on you, Director Farina.
All right. It seems that your crew really
Ano daw?
can't go
Di nun
on
gusto
without
mga
my
magic.
care and direction.
Walang magic doon.
So,
Skill yun,
You
skill.
agree?
Ano to,
Yes,
Harry
I
Potter?
agree. Although the pay is
Magic
well
talaga.
below what someone of my caliber deserves.
Natuwa ako
A
doon.
great script calls for a great
Magic ang
director.
putek.
I mustn't let a
Ayun.
perfectly good story be ruined due to lack of funds.
oh, Hydro Archon above.
Tingnan niya lang
I'm not
muna,
dreaming,
mamaya.
am I? Somebody
Magustuhan
pinch me.
niya.
There's no more Hydro Archon, you know.
Gusto nun
And
bardagulan
it's
agad.
still a little
Bardagulan
early
din
to
naman yun eh.
celebrate.
Pwede mo pa,
There's
pwede
a
pa man
lot
trash
that
talk
goes
ng
into shooting
kalaban.
the film. Although the trickiest tasks of finalizing the
trash talk ang
script
habol
and
niya.
casting the actors have already been taken care of, we'll
Ay, si Miss
still
na
need to
SF lang
reserve
kalaban ko
filming
sa laptop eh. Ay,
locations. Not to say set up
Sorry
lighting
na.
and props. And by the way, since
Anong oras
we'll
kayo
be
nakauwi?
filming
Saan
The
kayo
Two
galing?
Musketeers,
nagala
We'll need
rin
to
kayo.
find
So
an
ano ko
action
lang pagala ng
choreographer.
ganito.
ideally a professional who has actual experience with muskets.
Yes, I've thought about this as well. I was hoping that you might know someone who could handle the job.
Me? If this was before, I could have simply asked Florand.
No?
But it's
Di
already been
nag-maintenance
some
lang ng
time
motor
since
niya.
I last talked to
Ah.
her.
Kala
Nadia
ko
can
naman,
also use
lumayo-layo
firearms,
kayo.
but
Walang
unfortunately,
Dota
her
ngayon.
style is quite different from that of the
Bukas na may
characters
gagala,
in the
unang gala
story.
ng taon.
Could we ask the special security
Ay,
and
walang doon,
surveillance
unang
patrol?
Dota ng taon. Walang ganon.
You mean the Special Patrol's Musketeers?
Walang unang Dota ng
Yes,
taon.
that's right. They work with muskets every day. I can't think of anyone more qualified than them.
They would be under Nervilet's jurisdiction. Unfortunately, I
Malay mo, after ng
don't
gala,
have
diretsyo
any
na
connection
Dota.
with them at all.
Gusto ko mag-enchanted.
In
Enchanted
the end,
tayo?
we still have to start by talking to Nervilette.
Ano to?
No need to go
Ay,
to all that
sorry po
trouble.
kung sino ka man
I
po.
know their captain
Nag-story
chef
quest
us.
ako eh.
Oh,
Tara.
you do?
Pero, pag yung tara na yan,
How do
dapat
you know the captain
hindi
of
kayo
the Special
nakamotor.
Patrol's Musketeers?
Dapat kasama
No
nyo kami
particular
mamasahe.
Running a business means dealing with some trouble from
Hirap
time to time,
eh.
and she's helped me out on a few
Hirap.
occasions.
Dapat
In return,
ano,
I've helped her
commute
handle a
lang
few
dapat
situations in
tayong
which the
lahat.
special patrol couldn't get involved
Kung hirap
directly.
kayo, hirap. Ay,
So
kung hirap
we've
kami,
got
hirap
to
din
know each
dapat
other
kayo.
over time.
So you're saying there's been times when the
Pero
special
pwede
patrol
rin,
needed a
para
fashion
meron tayong
designer to
lalagyanan ng
handle a
mga damit.
situation?
Feeling ko
You're
kasi
just
kapag
becoming more and more
nag-enchanted tayo, may
mysterious.
mababasa sa atin.
It'd be best to keep it that way. Anyway, enough about that. What do you all think about asking the captain to be our musketeer
Di, yayain na lang natin si
choreographer?
JC. Di ba may
She
cab yan?
sounds
May cab
professional
si
enough.
JC.
She is a captain after all.
Ano na lang tayo, magbayad na lang
I
tayo
have
ng
no
panggas.
objections.
But I imagine the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol must be busy with their duties. Do you think she'd really have time to help us shooting a film? And then there's the issue of pay.
Ang saya no,
Well,
habang nandito pa si
It just
Cha.
so happens that she's also not the kind of person that's just after Mora. As for whether she has time, I'll have to go and ask her first.
Then I'll leave that
Wait
to
naman
you.
yung cab niya, kaya okay
Macaroni's on
naman
sale
yung
today,
panggala.
so I've got to go. You can just tell me how things went when we discuss tomorrow's plan later.
Ang saya no.
No problem.
Tapos iwan nyo na lang yung motor nyo kumari sa SM
Having Farina
Molino.
join feels like a
Para
big
doon nyo na lang
boost to my
babalikan
team.
yung mga ganun. Tapos magsasara yung SM
course.
Molino, di nyo
Just wait
makukuha.
until the day of our premiere. You'll witness the true power of my name
Saan
in
yun?
these lands.
May nag-share nun eh. Yung sa
You'll be so
gasolinahan.
glad I agreed to help.
Nasarahan yung
I can
tricycle.
guarantee that even the standing
Di niya
tickets will
tuloy
be sold
makuha.
out. I'll be sure to
Kaya
ask some people I
binalikan na lang niya
know to see if
kinabukasan.
they'd be willing to
Kinabukasan.
act as extras.
Si Lester iiwan ng motor niya, parang
Seems
malabo.
like you're finally getting more comfortable with your own reputation now.
I didn't ask for the Clapper Loaders commentary, Paimon.
Nagawa niya nga nung Baguio eh.
Then let's get going. I happen to know where
Magagawa
Chevrolet
niya lang
is
yun,
today.
Laguna lang yun oh.
By the way, I'm
Ako
curious.
pa iwan niya sa
If
SM
my
Molino.
pay is so low, then what about our two lead actors? Didn't they travel here all the way from Inazuma?
Actually, they told us that they see the trip as part of a cultural exchange, so they didn't ask for any pay.
What?
Kasi
So
yun,
is every
nas-
person into
na-reserve
that
ko
who
na,
doesn't
no
want money
choice siya.
gathered here to shoot
Hindi,
this
reserve
film?
din natin, no choice siya.
Don't tell me Chiori isn't being paid either.
I already knew
Kasi?
Xavier from before. And he's also agreed to give
Sa'yo
my
nung
brand some
marami
good
tayo. Or
exposure.
kaya, beach.
It seems the
ganun ulit.
gods have really smiled
ba yan?
upon you, Xavier.
Ikaw
And that
makipag-debate.
certainly doesn't include me, mind you.
Saya no. Nakakamiss lang.
Wouldn't gliding be faster? Right here. Emerge.
Iyayin Miko rin pala. Ano ba maglakad si Nahira? Lakad ka nga. Nakapaa pala siya, no? Ngayon ko lang nakita. Hindi pala siya nakasapatos. Brown shoes pala si ano, hindi black shoes, oh. Si Venti. Ang cute ng batang maliit. Pwede ka rin magnahid, ah. Taray. Oh. Sheda. Gusto mo Barbara? Ang hindi ko na napansin na ilaw yung mga ano nila, vision. Pag nagpapalit ka. Oh, amazing. Saan na ba tayo pupunta? Ten, 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 ten.
All right, this is the place.
Pag ginawan ba kita ng Genshin account,
Where's the captain?
tapos hanggang
Is
nasa ano ka na,
Out here.
kapag nasa Nasa Fontaine ka
She's
na
over
ba?
there.
Lalaroin mo na.
The one
Uy,
with an eye patch reading in front of the newsstand.
ito yung ano, kasama nila. 4-star lang pala to. Kala ko 5
Paimon
star
could
siya.
tell there was something different about her. She seems kinda intimidating.
Please wait here for a moment. I'll go fetch her. She's working now, so you might not want to get in her way.
Working? But isn't she just standing there and reading a novel?
Just trust me.
Oh, alright, let's see what happens then.
Pero ayaw mo talaga
Sure is a
Paimon.
mysterious person. She claims
Si Paimon
just to
parang
be a
habang
fashion
tumatagal,
designer,
palaki
but
ng
she knows
palaki.
all these powerful people.
The court of Fontaine isn't particularly tolerant of visitors from
Hindi na
overseas,
siya kasing
so
liit
it
nung
isn't easy
dati.
for a foreigner to promote their
Oo,
brand here.
halos lampas
Even more
kalahati
so
na siya
in
ni
the
ano.
competitive world of
Dati
fashion.
hindi ganyan kalaki si
Even a local
Paimon
like
eh.
me just trying to make a film has to face all kinds of challenges. So I can only imagine what Chiori has been through to get where she is today. I'm sure
Medyo
that having
maliit pa
more
siya
connections
noon.
has
Yan ang
definitely
nakilaki na
worked
niyo.
in her favor.
Reading on the job?
Detective novel.
Chev...
One main character?
Chevreuse?
No,
Chevreuse?
multiple. Branching
Parang
storylines.
ulit-ulit kasi yung
I
pangalan niya.
see. How's the plot coming along?
Chevreuse?
One of the main characters is about to make a choice that will affect the rest of his life. I'd wager he's going to make the wrong choice.
Any way to speed things up? There's something I need your help with.
You know that doesn't depend on me. It all comes down to what the character chooses.
Which is exactly why I'm here to help.
Ooh.
All right. It appears he made the wrong choice in the end. Halt!
May minunal siya oh.
Huh? What's going on?
Hand over whatever you're holding.
Oh, it's just a book. I didn't buy anything else.
Then I'm sure you
Weh.
wouldn't mind letting me
Parang
have
may
a look.
headset siya. Ngayon ko lang napansin.
Excuse me, officer. I don't mind you standing around here, not purchasing anything.
Chevreuse?
But I'd prefer if you didn't disturb my customers. It's bad for business, you know.
Don't give me that act. You won't be able to get off so easily either. I am Chevreuse, captain of Fontaine's
Chevreuse.
Special Security and Surveillance Patrol.
Chevreuse.
I will say this one last time. Hand over whatever you're holding at once. And before you do anything unwise, let me remind you that I'll have you on the ground before you can even think about making a run for it.
All right. I'll give it to you. But please let me say something first. If there's any contraband in that book, then the shopkeeper here is the one who slipped it in. I don't have anything to do with this.
Why, you trying to leave me on the hook, huh? You were the one who said you wanted it.
Save it for the interrogation room.
Pyro
Take them
siya.
away, Letelier.
Letelier.
What's going on here? One second you're reading a book and the next you're escorting people away.
Eh kasi
And
nga.
who are... Oh! Aren't you the traveler who's been all over the papers recently? Chiori,
Parang
I'm
ngayon
assuming
lang
what
ako
you wanted to
nakita ng
ask
may
me about
nunal
has to do with them, right?
Na character.
Maybe I can let you in on what's happening then.
May beauty
Now that
mark
Vache
siya.
has been brought to justice, no new shipments of synth will be made and distributed to sellers. The Fontaine guards have been busy collecting the remaining synths still circulating on the market. Thanks to a tip from our
andyan ka
reliable
pa?
source here, this should be the very last batch.
Oh, so you were pretending to read a book in order to catch the bad guys. Oh, Paimon almost forgot to introduce ourselves. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler and Xavier.
Hey, I'm Chevreuse. You probably already heard me introduce myself, so I won't bother repeating it.
Why didn't you just arrest him immediately?
Why didn't you make a move as soon as you had the chance? Were you worried that my intel wasn't accurate?
No, I wanted to see if the shopkeeper would turn himself in first. All he had to do was come up to me and say that he didn't know where the synth had come from. If he did that, then I wouldn't have had to press charges on him.
He had the whole day to turn the synth over to Chevreuse. But instead, the moment I came up and blocked Chevreus's line of sight, he took the opportunity to sell it off.
Yep, he made the wrong choice, even though the right choice was right there in front of him.
But you
Yun pala yung
knew they
plano
wouldn't
niya.
make the right choice.
Yeah, I knew. I was just hoping I'd be wrong for once. Enough about that, though. What did you want to ask me about?
Oh, you see, it's like this.
The Two Musketeers. You certainly have a good eye for a story. So what do you need me to do? Just be the action choreographer for the actors?
Yes, that's right. I want to make sure we get all the details right. I want the actor's posture and understanding of firearms to be as realistic as possible. However, I'm afraid this work will require a bit of your time, since you'll have to be present whenever we're filming. Also, as for the pay...
No need to say any more. I'll join.
Wow.
Just like
Agad-agad? Hindi niya wala inalam kung ano yung story.
Really? You're willing
At
to help
magkano yung
us with our
bayad?
humble film project?
Bakit?
Sure, it's
Wala
no
lang,
big
tinatanong ko
deal.
lang kung
As
nandyan
I
ka pa.
said, we've wrapped up our investigation here, so I
Papasok
don't
ka
have
ba
any
ng
other
Discord?
tasks on my plate for the moment.
Ngayong gabi.
Besides, I personally really like this novel. I even have the collector's edition at home. Stories where justice prevails over evil never get old for me.
Then we've got a deal?
Yes, I'll see you on set tomorrow.
Oh my! I can hardly believe it! I should tell Lady Farina immediately. Oh, and I must tell the prop manager and lighting technician to get everything ready. We start filming
Sabi na meron na
tomorrow!
ako ulit isang Sayang to, yung Twitch drop.
Calm down, Xavier. The film is going to take more than just a day to finish. Still, I should also head back now.
Nagpalit pala si
start
ng
preparing the actors'
Hein.
costumes and
Nag-Genshin siya.
makeup.
No, yung drop ng HSR tumigil.
Traveler, Paimon, please stay for a moment. I have something to tell you.
Tulog yung
Then I'll
maaga. Alis
take
yung
Xavier
bukas eh.
back.
Oo.
Poor
Saan kayo
thing.
punta?
He's so
Oo nga pala, may
excited that he
gala
can't
kayo.
even walk straight anymore.
Tulog ka rin ng maaga.
I don't
Oo.
want to spend our first day fishing our producer out of the fountain. He'd better.
Hey, Alcab, what's up? Ako din may lakad pa, guys. Ba't ba nauso yung lakad na yan? Ba't di kasi kita tumakbo? Na-joke lang. Eh, nag-end live ka na.
Fuck yeah, you're an awesome motherfucker. Thanks for the follow, bro.
Hey, thank you for the follow, bro. Hello kay KJ Kun. What's up
Have you
sa'yo?
read The Two Musketeers?
Wait lang, shoutout natin si Lodi. Si Lodi Eltrav. At shoutout din kay KJ. KJ? KJ! Kay KJ Kun. What's up sa'yo? Welcome to the stream, guys. Thank you, Eltrav, sa pag-grade.
The story is about a pair of children born
Ano?
into the household of a baron and their struggle to survive together and take revenge for their mother. They were raised at the
Nakakapagod kaya
baron's
tumakbo.
estate where their mother worked
Genshin
as a
tayo
maid.
next time ba? Sige,
The two were
sige.
illegitimate
AR-16
children
mo
that the
para
baron
ano,
had with the maid, so
magkakasama
they were
tayo.
never treated well
Eto
by
mayroon pa
anyone.
ako binubudol eh. Ano, si
One
Ana.
day, upon returning
Pinapa-download
home,
ko
they
ulit ng
found their
Genshin
mother
pero
had been murdered
HSR.
and left dead on the
Muna
floor.
lang daw muna.
It was
Totoo,
quite
di ba?
evident that the
Gapang na
culprits
lang
were the
para
other
di
members of the
nakakatamad.
baron's
Ay,
household, who
yung
never had any
pagkapang.
kind words to say to them.
Mag-AR9 na ako. Sabi sa'yo,
However,
mabilis
the
lang
baron
yan
was
eh.
able to exert his influence
Alam
and
mo,
keep
kung
the
tutuloy
whole
mo yan
thing under
offline,
wraps.
baka bukas 16
The
ka na.
mother's death was eventually
Ganun
deemed
lang
as a
kabilis
suicide,
yan,
and there was
promise.
no chance of bringing her murderers to
Kapit
justice.
na onti na lang.
The two
True.
siblings decided to
Onti na
flee
lang.
and someday
Tapos mo na
avenge their
Genshin.
mother. Many years later, members of the
AR-16
baron's
limit.
family
Ay,
suddenly started
totoo ba?
turning up dead one after the other, all killed
Hanggang
by
16 lang ba
gunshot.
ipapaabot
A
mo?
rainbow
Wag,
rose was
sayang.
found on each of the victims' bodies,
Wag ko
being the flower
makontolaran
that the
na
kid's
after
mother
ng
liked best.
second
The
phase ng
baron believed that the
1.0
mother's
tumigil
soul
ako
had
dahil di
come
ko
to
nakuha
take
si Clip.
vengeance on him, so he lived in fear each
Bumalik
day.
ako
But it
2023
was
na ng
actually those
February
two
ata.
siblings who had fled
So
all those years
mag-almost
ago.
ano siya,
They relied on each
almost
other to survive and
3
trained day and
years
night, eventually becoming adept musketeers. They
bago
used
ako
all of
nakabalik.
their abilities to collect evidence and clues before
At yan nalungkot
executing
sa
their
pulse ng
plan and
HSR,
exacting
ano
revenge
nangyari?
on the Baron.
Dapat
Their actions
kasi,
let the truth behind their
wag mo
mother's
muna
death be
i-pull.
known to
I-pull
all.
mo siya kapag ano na.
That's quite an
Wag
exhilarating
mo rin ako
story.
tularan na pull ng isa-isa.
Yep, The Baron got
pull
what
mo
he
siya ng
deserved for his evil
10.
deeds,
Saan
and
ba yan? Sa
justice was able
standard?
to
Yung
prevail.
8 lang?
It was just the kind of story I enjoy.
Sino ba nakuha mong 5
You
star?
were so willing to join our crew, Chevrolet.
You could say it was
Huwag ka
one of
mag-alala,
the
merong
reasons.
libreng,
Oh,
magiging
you mean there were other
libreng
reasons too?
character sa
I've read the
HSR.
reports about you.
Si Dr. Something.
Whether it was at
5
the
star
trials
siya.
or
So,
when you lent your
papamigay
hand to
lang siya.
resolve our nation's crisis,
Then sa
you've
Genshin,
shown that
merong
you've got a
libreng
strong sense of
4
justice,
star ba
as
yun?
well as a great
Hindi,
mind for
4 star.
deductions.
O 4. Si ano? Si Lynette. Kaya basta makapag-level yung AR-20 ka ata. Hindi ko matandaan.
Yes, you're as sharp as I expected. It seems you've experienced many similar
Hindi,
situations
nag-premium
before.
ako. Wala akong 5
There's
star.
been a
Wag mo na
recent murder
ipaalala.
case
Wala
involving
kang 5
muskets.
star. Dapat may.
The perpetrator's methods
Ba't
appear
ka
to be very
nag-premium?
similar
Dapat
to what is
kumuha ka muna
described in
dun
the
sa may
novel.
ano.
Huh?
Yung 8.
Really? But I
Sayang
didn't
yun.
see anything about that in today's papers.
The Marechaussee
At least-
Phantom hasn't yet released any information
Ay.
to the public because the
Kamusta din yun?
investigation is currently at a
Imposible
standstill.
wala ka nakuha
The
5 star
murderer
dun
is
sa 8
extremely
pool.
cautious.
Alam ko dalawang
Murder
beses yung
involving
tatlo.
firearms? But not that
Ako
many
din,
people
di ko
use
makuha
those in
si Blade.
Fontaine, right?
Huwag kang mag-alala, di ko pa nakukuha si Bladey. Nag-iipon pa ako ng Jade para sa
Impossible.
kanya.
We perform a routine inspection of our
Kinukuha ko siya.
firearms and ammo
Nagulat na ako,
reserves
nagpalit
every
ka
day.
ng ano. Sabi ko, wala
If one
na
of
ako
the weapons had
nakukuha
been
ano sa
fired, it would
HSR.
stick out like a sore
Pagtingin ko sa
thumb.
may ano mo, wala.
Besides,
Iba Genshin na
I
yung
trust the
pangalan ng
members of
game
my
mo.
platoon.
Kumusta din
However,
yun oras na para gumastos ng 5k?
Well,
Hindi.
that's all I
Di
can
mo
disclose
kailangan
about the case
gumastos.
today.
Promise.
What do you mean?
Masyadong mapagbigay ang HSR.
I hope you all can go back and
Ako na
get some shut-eye.
nagsasabi.
You can decide tomorrow whether or
Ibibigay lang
not you'd
sa'yo
like to
lahat
join
ng
the
pang-pool
investigation
din
with
dyan
me.
sa umpisa.
I'm aware this might not be the ideal time to add more to your plate,
Laruin
but
mo lang siya ng
the more
laruin.
capable people we have, the better the chances that justice will prevail.
Tapos may event ata ngayon. Ano ko may event ngayon eh? Laruin
Carrying
mo
out
lang siya, magkakaroon ka
investigations
ng
isn't
Jade.
actually supposed to be our responsibility.
Pero
Our
huwag mo
job is to
gastusin yung
apprehend
Jade
the
sa standard,
perpetrators.
sayang lang
Finding
din.
them is really up to the
Gastusin mo yung Jade
Marechaussee
sa ano?
Phantom.
Sa...
You could say I'm taking part in the investigation out
banner
of
na ano.
personal interest. I don't want people to see muskets in a negative way, and also, I'm
Di ko
concerned about the
nagagastos yung
similarity
standard.
between the
Salamat sa
crimes
tip
and
mo.
the story.
You mean
Sayang kasi.
they might be connected somehow?
Natutulog na ako. Thank you, Elchab, sa
suspect so.
pag-raid. And thank you sa bago
Just
nating
to make
follower.
myself clear, this
si
is not an
KJ,
order, nor
good.
is it a deal of any kind. It's a request, nothing more.
Good night, good night.
If you
Salamat
two
sa
have any
pag-raid.
interest in the case after we finish filming tomorrow,
Salamat sa
and are
araw na
willing
to.
to
Malungkot
assist
na
me,
tulog mo.
then I would be
Ba't malungkot
most
na
grateful.
tulog?
What do you think,
Huwag kang
Traveler?
mawala ng pag-asa.
Yeah, you're right. Paimon's getting a little tired too.
Malay mo bukas,
We've
magkaroon ka
really
ng
been
5
hustling
star.
all day.
You'd better head back and get some rest. It's good to keep a calm mind, especially when you're about to make an important decision. Otherwise,
Tapos
when the
mahabol
moment
po yung
comes,
ano,
you might end up
may
like that
bagong arco
shopkeeper
na
and
lalabas sa
not even
Genshin.
realize that the right
Second
choice is right
banner.
there in front of you.
Second phase pala. Second phase siya. Ng 4.3. Si Raiden. Babalik si Raiden. Rerun niya. Ipon ka lang dun ng ano. Ipon ka lang ng Primo Gem. Saka ng Intertwine. Ito oh. Ipon ka lang ng ganito. Ito. Para may pang-pull ka kay Raiden. Isa siyang Archon. Archon! Kung gusto mo magka-Archon agad. No? Wait until the following morning. Tomorrow morning if you wake up and the sun does not here, I will be here.
It's finally time to meet
Go
up with
to
everyone.
Hotel de
Paimon even
Board.
dreamt of making the film last night.
Yung Hotel de Board?
If Paimon remembers right, we're meeting at Hotel de Boer. Let's get going.
Kung tinakbo ko yun, nandito na ako sa taas. Hoy, si Ayaka at si Yoy Mia.
Ayaka, Yoimiya, you're already here.
Good morning. Xavier said yesterday afternoon went well.
Yeah, and how about you, Ayaka? What were you
Hello,
up to
hello sa
yesterday?
mga nasa kulay blue dyan. What's
After
up
we
sa inyo,
split up,
guys?
Ayato went to see Udex Nervillette at the Palais Marmonia.
Please follow our Twitch,
I was
Piel
originally
_Reyes
thinking of
para
going with
makakuha kayo
him,
ng Twitch
but he
drop.
said he could
Sayang
manage it
yung drop
himself.
ng Genshin
He
sa
told me
Twitch.
to go see the sights around Fontaine and to enjoy the local culture. So I rode the aqua bus with Yoimiya and visited the opera house on Aranias Island.
Yeah, you wouldn't believe what we saw there! 2 mechanical puppets that were dancing together! You've already seen them, right?
Si Coppelia at Coppelius.
Yeah, those two!
Hindi pa pinagsama, di
Amazing,
ba?
aren't
Yung
they?
sagutan. At si Coppelia and Coppelius. Tapos mamimili ka dun sa
We
dalawa.
sat
Di
and
nila
watched for
pinagsama, di
quite a
ba?
while.
Oh wow, nakakalawas na
It
sila
was
ng sa
mesmerizing.
Inazuma.
Like we
Sa,
could keep
may
watching
event
them
po kasi
forever.
ngayon, story event
Oh,
siya.
it was the same for
So
us the
one
first
day
time
na
we
lang.
saw them too.
Kaya naghahabol ako. Nagulat ako,
Afterwards, we went
nakalimutan ko
swimming
siya.
at the beach!
Kasi
Well,
ang ginawa ko lang yung
diving,
mga
to be
palaro
exact.
nila.
It was the first time I ever breathed underwater!
Oo.
I held Ayaka's hand and we counted down
Kaya
together.
si Ayaka ngayon yung
3,
nasa event
2,
banner saka
1,
si
and then splash!
si
We were
Navia.
beneath the waves.
Kaya lang patapos na sila after 2 days. Magiging sina Yoimiya at si Raiden ang next banner. Kaya nag-iipon ako para kay Raiden dahil guaranteed na tayo. Talo kasi tayo sa 50-50. Tapos mag-hard PT pa. Ay. Sanay na ako kay Genshin. Sanay na ako sa Hoyoverse.
At first, I didn't dare to open my mouth. But once I couldn't hold my breath any longer, I decided to take a big breath in. Turns out the water wasn't as salty as I imagined. It didn't really taste like anything at all. Before I knew it, I was breathing like normal down there. It was an amazing feeling. Ayaka said I was too nervous and needed to loosen my grip. She got used to everything way faster than I did.
I knew that the Traveler could do it, so I had no doubt we could do it too. That helped me feel at ease as soon as we dove in. The underwater world in Fontaine truly is beautiful. I love seeing the Romaritime flowers blossoming underwater, like little candles lighting up the streets at night.
Yeah, and there were so many creatures that we've never seen in Inazuma. Like those fish that shimmer like a sword blade. Whoosh! Oh, and those big fish that call when they see
Ang cute
people.
ni Aya. Kaya yun yung di ba? Yung skin niya na
Hunter's Rays and Blubber Beast.
na inaano ngayon sa
I
binibenta
just
ngayon sa
love the name Blubber Beast. Just wait till Pops and the
Si
others
Misha
hear about
meron
this.
yan. Sana
They
all
probably won't
yayaman.
believe a word I say.
Andiyan pa ba si Hello G-Boy? Andiyan ka pa?
Oo, bakit?
Okay, wala. Nagdadaldal ako dito. Kala ko wala ng tao.
Dito ako.
Ayun guys, sa mga gustong magpa-add pala sa Genshin, add ko kayo tapos pwede tayong magsama-sama sa world.
Yoimiya
Tulungan
was down
lang.
there for quite a while. It was
Kung
dark
kailangan
before
nyo
we
ng tulong,
finally rode
nandito
the
lang
aqua
kami.
bus back to the city. I figured she'd want to
Kaso
sleep
mahina
in
yung mga
today.
character ko. Di pa ako nagpapalakas sa mga character,
Yeah,
guys.
even I was
So
worried
parang
I wouldn't
baguhan
be able
pa
to
lang
get
din
up.
ako ulit.
I still felt like I was
Kahit
drifting in the
yung
waves when I
UID
went to
natin
sleep
ay
last night.
804.
But as soon as I woke up today, I remembered that we'd all be shooting a film together, and I was ready to go.
Speaking of the film, where's everybody else?
My brother and Xavier were speaking to the restaurant owner about using the place as a filming location. They should be here soon. As for the others,
We're here.
Please excuse my tardiness. I just finished the Special Patrol's 6-mile morning jog.
Wait, 6 miles?
Ulit talaga. Si Furina ulit. Bakit na kinaantok si Furina ngayon?
So tired. I heard you all chatting, so I decided to come down. I sure could use some of that endless energy everyone else has.
good morning, everyone.
Morning. Can someone fetch
Kung
me a
aanuhin, no,
cup of
yung lahat ng
coffee?
Archon na
More
nasa
milk, hold
banner.
the sugar.
Si Furina at Raiden
Sure.
lang pala ang
I'd be
hindi
happy
na
to do
talaga
that for
Archon.
you.
doon.
No,
Kasi si A
you can't
dapat
go
yun.
anywhere. Please,
Kaya
have a
si
seat
A,
over
di ba
here
yung
so
ano?
I can get started on your makeup. The last thing I want is coffee stains on my costumes.
I can get the coffee. It's the perfect job for an assistant.
Tapos yung totoong Furina na matay. Ay, sorry po. Hindi, wala po kayo narinig.
So
Spoil.
much energy.
Basta.
Seriously, what's
Ganyan
her
lang yung Genshin,
secret?
guys.
Oh, Yoimiya's like that. But you sure look exhausted, Farina. It's because you're not used to waking up so early, huh?
Of course not. I spent the whole night reading the novel from cover to cover, marking sections that either need to be omitted or adapted.
Wow. Paimon didn't expect you to be so thorough.
Well, I was the biggest star in Olifontaine
Kaya
after
after
all.
all.
It takes more than just a pretty face to earn a reputation like that. I know how to get serious when the situation calls for it. I went all out when I was acting as an Archon, so why wouldn't I do the same for my own life?
Natin.
Here's your coffee, Director Farina.
Oh, thank you. The sound of being called director and the aroma of coffee feels almost as refreshing as hearing the birds chirping in the morning.
Ah, it seems everyone has managed to arrive on time.
Ayan na. Mag-i-start na bang shooting
We've reached
direct?
an agreement with the restaurant owner. We are free to use the second floor to shoot our film.
Really? That's great!
He is really looking forward to our film and hopes that providing his restaurant as a filming location will attract more customers. Well then, Mr. Xavier, I'll leave the rest to you.
Okay, thanks. First, I'd like to introduce our new members. This is our prop manager, Veronique. She'll be in charge of all the film's props and items. And this is Bono, our lighting technician. He'll be in charge of lighting and illumination to set up each scene's atmosphere.
Wow. Sure feels like we have some real professionals joining the crew now.
First of all, please allow me to first express my sincerest gratitude to everyone in the crew. When my investor informed me yesterday that he wouldn't be able to provide the funds, I really thought that this was the nail in the coffin for this film. I had no idea that I'd find so many people willing to help me on such short notice. Thank you. Thank you all from the bottom of my heart.
No need to be so cordial, Mr. Xavier. We're all honored to be a part of this.
Your works made a profound impression on me when I saw them back in Inazuma. I am sure that someday, this film will be remembered as a prime example of cultural exchange between Fontaine and Inazuma.
Yes, the story is the reason I agreed to join. I can't bear to even imagine what this film would look like without the very best director.
Anyway, I would like to make a promise to everyone that as the producer of this film, I'll do whatever I can to ensure that everything goes as smoothly as possible. This is not just my film. It also embodies the thoughts and feelings of every person here, as well as the endless effort we are about to pour into it. So, without further ado, the Two Musketeers will officially begin filming now! You may take it from here, Director
Kanina pa ako
Farina.
nandito. Ngayon pa lang mag-i-start yung filming.
All right, listen up, everyone.
So matagal pala yung story quest. Event.
The first scene takes place when the two young musketeers are living at the Baron's home, still unaware of all that is about to happen to them. We'll need props and lighting to set the scene. Our lead actors can go get their makeup done, and extras, please take this time to go over your positions.
Whoa. Seems Farina's really kicking things into gear as the director.
Is everyone clear? I don't want anyone traipsing around the set like umbrella finches. All right, cameras will start rolling as soon as the set is ready. Let's make a film that'll make some serious waves in Fontaine. Not the kind of waves that drown people. I mean, the good kind of waves.
Seems like she's still a bit traumatized by that. Anyway, let's go see if there's anything we can do to help.
Paano pa mag-i-start na ng shooting? Ba't yung kausap-usap pa? Dapat shooting na kaagad.
How about here?
A little more to the left.
You got it.
Hey, Yoimiya, do you need a hand?
No, I'm fine. You know, doing the lighting is kind of like designing a fireworks show. It's interesting to imagine what kind of atmosphere the lights will create. I heard that the Traveler will be operating the camera and Paimon will be the clapper loader, right? Those roles are just perfect for the two of you.
Really? Is that because it'll be easy for Paimon to hold the clapperboard while flying?
Well, sure, there's that, but that's not exactly what I meant. I just think that after all your journeys together, you two must have developed a super close bond and just naturally know how to work with each other. If I'm not mistaken, the director will want the cameras rolling as soon as the clapperboard goes clack. Oh, I see! It's amazing to see the magic behind filmmaking.
Yoimiya, we need lights over there too.
Oh, on it! I've got to get back to work. Chat with you later. Oh, it's exciting to see so many people working together to bring the film to life.
Seems like Yoimiya's really getting into it. But she was right. We do have a super close bond, don't we?
Of course.
Paimon's really happy to hear that.
It's Chiori.
Ayaka has mentioned you to me before. She said that you two were great friends when you were kids.
No talking. I'm thinking about how to do your
Naalala ko dito
eyeshadow.
si ano,
Ah, yes.
yung umalis ang
To help me
server.
really look the part.
To
Sumising si
achieve a
Aya.
more young and naive look for this scene.
Are you saying the wrinkles around my eyes are too deep?
Ah,
You just have too
ko
much
lang
of
nakita
a
nung may nunal din si Aya to.
calculating look in your eyes.
So hindi lang pala si Chivalrous yung unang
You
may
sure
nunal.
don't mince your words. It
Paras
seems
mo
you
na
really
silang
haven't
spot
changed
ng
much.
nunal, no?
Quiet.
Kaya sila ng ano, kung saan nakaano yung nunal.
So, this is a real musket?
No, it's just a prop weapon.
Ah, si Aya ka rin may
Not
nunal.
bad. Have you seen a real musket before?
Only in books and
Ngayon ko lang
newspapers.
nakita yung mga
I
detalye
made
ng
this one
kanilang
based
ano,
on the
mukha.
relative shape and proportions I saw in reference images. When we're filming, some special gunpowder will be applied around the muzzle, which will help create the flash and smoke effects of a real gun being fired.
Which means it'll be up to the actors to portray the recoil.
That's right. The sound effects for gunshots will also be added in post-production.
Thank you, Veronique. I think I know where to start now. However, the musket's gears and firing pin could still use some work. Adding some wear on the metallic components will make them appear more realistic. Also, be sure to rub the muskets with some oil each time before we start shooting. That'll give the impression that the firearms have been well maintained.
Good point.
You seem to know a lot, Miss Chevres. I assume you use these types of firearms on a regular basis?
Yes,
Bakit ni
I
Aya
perform
ko?
routine maintenance on my weapons every
Sa suot
day.
niyang skin.
Just like we as people
Suot
need
niyang
to
damit.
eat and sleep, muskets need to be cleaned and maintained.
I also perform similar care for my sword every day, and familiarize myself with its shape and weight, to the point where it feels like a natural extension of my body.
Yes, this way, our weapons will never betray us in the heat of battle.
Yes, well said. It seems we have the same philosophy on this topic.
Oh, sounds like they found a common interest to talk about.
Though these props differ from the muskets I use, I can still give you some pointers.
Good. I look forward to your instruction.
First and foremost, never point the weapon at anyone, regardless of whether it's a real or prop weapon or
Ayan,
whether you're
narinig niyo
holding
yun?
it or it's on the table. This
Ayan,
holds
kung
for
may
any
nakita
time
akong
when
post
you're
sa
not
FB,
actively engaging an enemy.
Pinagkukumpara nila yung paghawak
Okay,
ng baril dun sa
understood.
dalawang palabas.
When aiming the
sa
musket,
TV, ng
extend your
pagkatilang
arm so that it's
stasyon.
level with your shoulder, and
May
use
mali
your
daw
eye
dun
to
sa
look
hawak
down
ng
the
isa.
weapon's sights.
Saan?
Like this?
Not bad.
Ayoko
Now,
sabihin yung
try saying
station
your
eh.
lines.
Dalawa sa
Hindi,
dalawa sila. Dalawang palabas. Tapos magkaiba
This
sila
is the
ng
end
ano.
of the road for you.
Isa sa
Ano?
dos, isa sa
Good.
set.
Now
Yun
turn
lang,
your
yun na lang.
body a little.
Sige.
That way, you'll
Ang
give
alam
your
ko mas
enemy less of
accurate
a
yata
target
yung
to
sa
work
ano.
with.
Yung sa
And
shelter.
relax your shoulders. Here, allow me to
Kasi-
Mas
demonstrate.
tama ang paghawak
This
ng
is the
baril.
end of the road for you.
Si military reserve yung gumaganap na
Yeah.
character.
Excuse me, Miss Chiori.
So meron siyang meron talaga siyang
Director
Military
Farina,
training.
there's something I
Ah.
wish to discuss with you.
Oh? What is it?
Pati dito
Like this?
sinabi bawal
Yes, much better.
ilagay ang daliri sa ano.
sa loob
What do you
ng
think?
trigger
Oo. At huwag itututok sa mga tao.
I do see your point. But are you sure you wish to do this?
I believe it would be most fitting.
Well, if you insist. All right, I understand. Miss Ayaka, Miss Chevres, could the two of you please come over here?
Ang cute talaga ni Furino.
What's going on? Are we gonna start filming now?
Let's go see.
What is it?
I have a question for you, Miss Chevres. Would you be willing to play the role of a musketeer?
What?
To
Yes.
clarify, I would like to turn over my role to Miss Chevres.
Ay! Nice.
But brother...
Ang galing naman nun.
Don't worry, Ayaka. I actually view this as a good thing. I was becoming troubled trying to set aside some time to speak to the staff at the Palais Mermonia. I would like to have some conversations about the cultural exchange between our two
Swagay nga
countries.
si Chevreuse
And
kasi
I've heard
Ayaka
that the bureaucratic
magdumanap.
process here can get
Salamat Ayaka
rather
sa pag-giveaway.
complicated. Now I will be able to focus on my work. Besides, you also know that I'm not really one for public performances.
Are you really sure? From a director's point of view, I also felt like the relationship between the two musketeers in the original story could be improved. The older brother in the story plays the lead role with his overbearing character, but this causes his character to overshadow that of his sister, and the theme of the two supporting and relying on each other isn't conveyed very well. But if we were to change the siblings to two sisters of a similar age, then that aspect of the story might come through more clearly. Also, I've seen you instructing Ayaka. That cold and dignified personality is exactly what we need for the older musketeer.
Of course, even with all these insights, the decision should still be made by Miss Chevreuse.
Kunin mo na siya, Bruce.
Chevreuse mentioned that she really likes the story, right? Paimon bets that she'll take the role.
All right, I'll take the role.
Good. It's decided then. I'll get started on making edits to the script. We'll also need to make some immediate adjustments to the lighting, props, and costumes. I have a feeling that our adaptation will be even better than the original story.
You're doing a great favor for me, Miss Chevreuse. You have my gratitude.
Don't mention it. I like this character, so if anything, I should be the one thanking you.
Well, since my brother is the one who brought up the idea, I suppose there's no need to worry. Let's go, Miss Chevreuse. I look forward to working with you.
Please, just call me Chevreuse.
Siguro nung
Seems like
inaano
you're
to
really
ni
going
Misha,
out of your
tuwang-tuwa
way to
siya.
solve the problem I was having with your makeup.
Surely you jest, Chiori. I assure you
Ang
that
cute
I
ng
was
story.
mostly motivated by a desire to spend more time on formal business.
Oh, come on. You really think I'd buy that? According to what I've heard from Ayaka, her brother is someone who can juggle 10 different matters at the same time. I'm sure you have other reasons for backing out.
Perhaps. Ayaka always said she wanted to go out and see more of the world, just like the traveler. But I feel that she needs not only to see other nations, but also to make some different kinds of friends. I think it would be harder for her to make new connections with me constantly by her side. I would like to give her some space.
Ang bait naman ni
Alright,
Ayato
go
doon.
on. Spoil her some more.
Ayato, it's too bad you're stepping down from the role. Paimon really wanted to see you act as a musketeer.
Ha? Ba't ganito yung sagutan? Ayun na lang.
No need to poke fun at me. I'd wager that you also felt that I wasn't the best candidate for the role.
It's a little hard for Paimon to imagine you saying those lines.
Yes, I've made an appointment to meet some people from the Palais Mermonia. Now,
Palais
I will have some more
Mermonia.
time to prepare.
Traveler, get the camera ready.
Ayan na.
Paimon, get the clapperboard.
Gagawa na tayo ng
Actors,
film.
to your positions. We're about to start shooting the first scene.
Go on now. And please take good care of Ayaka.
Yep, don't worry.
Thank you. I look forward to seeing the film when it's finished.
All right. Now that we're all here, let me help set the scene for everyone. The first scene takes place when our two main characters are still living at the Baron's estate. They've been ostracized and verbally abused by others in the household, but they still have no idea why. We want to capture how naive and innocent they are despite their pain. Chevres will be playing the role of the older sister, Tulip, and
Sweet.
Ayaka will be the younger sister, Iris. Be
Tulip
sure to
and
get
Iris.
close-ups of the main characters at the right moment. Silence on the set! Lights, camera, action!
Let's go!
Tulip, Mother's been out for quite a while now.
Perhaps she went to pick some flowers on the way home. You know how she loves flowers.
Iris, Tulip, I'm home.
Zoom out.
Mother, you were out for so long. We
Tayo
were beginning to worry
magde-decide.
about you.
Kung i-zoom in at zoom out, ang cute.
I'm sorry, but I'm back now, safe and sound.
Pero kailangan
Here,
mo mabilis
I brought
magbasa.
your favorite treat, apple turnovers.
Mother, what are those bruises on your hand?
Huh? What bruises?
Ay,
Oh,
di nakita.
I must have bumped into something while I was working
Mali,
yesterday.
pangit. Pangit yung shot.
I didn't notice them this morning.
Then perhaps they're from when I accidentally tripped when I was out just now. By the way, did you have fun playing at home? What's the matter, Iris?
Focus on Iris.
Well, we've realized that no one really wants to play with us.
They even took Iris's doll and spat at us.
And they even called us names. They said we were...
Shh. It's all right. Don't worry. It doesn't matter what anyone says. Don't listen to them. No one can define you with such words. You both have wonderful lives ahead
Pangit
of
ulit
you.
yung shot ko na yun.
Just like your
Ayoko
names.
nun.
You will both blossom like beautiful
Ah, pwede
flowers.
i-ano eh. Retake eh.
Maybe your time to blossom hasn't quite come yet. But one day, you two will bloom more beautifully than anything else. Don't let the soil you're in now ruin your future beauty. Understand? My dear daughters.
And cut! Not bad. The actors' emotions were all on point. Let's keep that take. Also, if our clapper loader could avoid shouting at the start of the scene next time.
Oh, got it.
Great. I was a little worried that my nerves would get the better of me. What about you, Chevres?
I felt fine. The lines weren't too difficult at all. Seems like Farina must have adapted the role nicely.
You two were great. I couldn't tell it was your first time acting in a film. You should have more confidence.
Thank you for your encouragement.
Positions, everyone! We'll move on to the next scene after we try
Ayaw ko
a
na
few
mag-ano
more
dito
camera
ng
angles.
zoom out, zoom in. Nakakainis. Pangit nung shot ko nung isa. Di ko
This
trip.
scene is when our two characters return home, only to discover their mother has been murdered. Ready? Lights!
Namatay si Rain.
Camera! Action!
Mother, we're back. Mother? What's wrong, Tulip?
Iris, stay away!
Huh? Why? What's... Mother! Mother... She's...
Sino pumatay?
There's poison in this cup.
Huh? I could have sworn I've seen this kind of cup before.
Those aristocrats. They didn't even try to cover up their actions.
Oh,
Iris, we need to leave this place.
Leave? But now that Mother is gone, where can we even go?
Anywhere. All I know is that we can't stay in this house.
But are we just going to let them get away with this?
We'll have our revenge, I promise you. Just not right now. Come on, let's go.
Galing nila umarte. Galing din ng voice actress.
Wait. We can't just leave Mother here like this. At least let me leave this rose with her. That's why we went out in the first place. To buy her this flower.
At tapos iwan niyo lang dyan yung bangkay?
Goodbye, Mother.
Ay, sorry.
We'll avenge you.
Nakakasira ng moment nila. Sorry po.
Someday.
And cut! Beautiful! Great
Galing ng dalawa.
performance!
Galing ni Ayaka at saka ni Sha Bruce.
You're so amazing,
Galing din
Ayaka.
humiga ni Rain.
Were those real tears
Good
I
night,
saw?
Piel and
How did you
G.
do
Thank
it?
you, Aina.
I was
Good night din
surprised
sa inyo. Ingat sa
Thank you
gala
for the kind
bukas. At
compliments.
sana makalaro na tayo bukas.
Actually, as soon as Director Farina said action, I told myself not to think about anything. I just felt the weight of the moment and became the character. It's quite similar to practicing the art of the
Nakakalaro
sword.
yan. Sige, sige.
You
Ingat
clear
kayo.
your
Good
mind and
night.
focus only on what's happening in front of you.
Bye.
Ayaka's performance was amazing. Have I discovered an acting prodigy? Pipe down, everyone! We need to move on to the next scene!
Yan na, next scene daw. Ang galing. Galing din ng mga voice actress. Ayun, loading siya guys. Wait lang daw. Hindi nyo na nakikita kasi natatakpan ng mukha ni Jipoy. Kulang sila ngayon sa baba natin. Wala si Mishan and
Sorry naman.
si Ana kasi isa matutulog na. Si Misha kakatulog
Tulog na.
pa lang.
Yung isa matutulog pa lang.
Are we done already?
Oh,
But Paimon wants to keep playing with the clapperboard.
itulog mo na yan.
Traveler.
Ba't
Is your arm
pinapatulog
sore
mo,
from
Kuya
holding the camera all day?
Get hydrated. Mamaya, Kuya Aki, mamaya. Ano pa ako? Invested pa ako sa Ang kulit, ang cute naman ng story eh.
Good work, you two.
Sa inaantay ko sila
Too,
kasi umalis
Severus.
silang lahat
You
dito
were
sa
quite
bahay.
the actress today.
So,
I've read
nagpabili
this
ako
novel
sa nila
many
kasi
times
may
before.
pupuntahan
I
silang
have a
lugar.
good grasp of my character's mindset.
Na
Anyway, do
pagtatambayan.
you remember my request from yesterday?
May gift pala ako sa'yo sa
We're
Dota.
having so much fun that
Ano ulit
Paimon
yun?
nearly
Ano ulit
forgot.
yun? Skin?
You have a case where the murders seem really similar to the cases in the novel, right?
Ang dami mo namang extra, skin sa Dota.
How are they similar exactly?
Kailan
In the
ulit
story,
tayo
the main
maglalaro nila
characters grow
Atis
up to
Ma?
become
Di
two
dito tayo
musketeers, always using their guns to carry out their
Extra
revenge.
items lang din.
And on each of the
Kuya Aki.
victims,
Tingnan
they
ko,
place a
tingnan ko.
rainbow rose as a signal that they've returned. Yes,
Hindi ko kasi alam
that's
kung anong
correct.
role
We
ng
found rainbow
eh.
roses just like in the
May
novel.
extra rin ata ako eh.
Seems
Pwede
like
ko rin
you're connecting the
pamigay.
dots now.
Oh, that does sound pretty
Pero feeling
concerning.
ko mas marami kang extra. saka
Especially after
saka yung mga
seeing the script
immortal meron
today.
ka na rin.
Oh, now Paimon can't stop wondering
meron
what kind
ako.
of ulterior motive the murderer might have. What do you think, Traveler? You're smart. Paimon wants to hear your thoughts.
then I think we can join the
Good.
case.
On behalf of Fontaine's Special Security and Surveillance Patrol, thank you for your dedication to justice. There's no time to lose. We should start investigating
meron pa
right
rin
away.
pa palang
Follow me.
trabaho si ano habang nag-film.
Right now?
Galing.
But we just got done filming all day. Paimon's so tired.
The most
Umoo ka
valuable
tapos yun
intel
ayaw mo
always comes after
paano ka dyan,
nightfall.
Paimon?
They are like small, remote islands in the middle of the sea. If you don't stay
Siya
vigilant,
yung new
you will pass
character
right
next
by
banner,
them
diba?
in the fog.
Yes po, kasama
That's
siya
how
sa
one of my favorite
banner,
books
event
always puts
banner
it, at
ni
least.
Yoimiya at ni Raiden. Siya si Bruce. 4-star pala siya. Kala ko 5-star
Let's
siya.
start by checking out some workshops that sell mechanical components. If the culprit is
Siyempre,
making their own
inaabangan ko
weapons,
si
it's very
Raiden.
likely that they'll visit those sort of places.
Hindi ko alam kung kailan din ano si Chidori. Anong Shabu? Anong Shabu? Bruce! Ba't yung Shabu dyan? Uy, baka matokhang tayo. Kailan ulit tayo magdilisal? Na-record ko pala yung mga pinagagawa natin
Would a
dati.
gliding be faster?
Nung hindi ako nag-live.
Welcome to Le
Parang
Show's
Shabu narinig ko.
Clockwork
Shabrus po.
Workshop. How can I help
Shabrus.
you?
Mahina lang po tayo
I'd like
sa
to know
R.
if anyone has purchased some special
Shabrus.
components lately.
Special components? Sorry,
Nakita ko
could you
ngayon
be more
sa
specific?
server mo.
I mean the kind of components that aren't typically
naghahanap
used for
kasi ako ng
clockwork
mga
toys,
eh.
but for firearms.
Huh? For firearms? No, we don't sell those sort of things here.
Don't misunderstand. I'm not here to cause any trouble. We are merely investigating a case, and we're hoping that you can
Siniwalay-hiwalay
cooperate.
ko na sa server yung mga
to be
game.
completely honest,
Para kapag
I'm
may
not even
mga
sure
clip,
what kind of
tapos pwede
components that
natin
would
kunin at
entail.
ilagay doon.
Has
Andun na
anyone
lang.
ever purchased components here as an individual rather than on behalf of an organization?
We have a lot of customers who buy toys, but those who buy components are all regular customers who buy in bulk on behalf of their organization.
Is that so? I understand. Thank you for your cooperation.
You're welcome. It's the least I can do.
Ang dami naman natin kailangang puntahan. Ayun, wala yung camera ko. Bakit? Ano nangyari? Nangyayari. Hello. 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 Wait lang guys.
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Oh, hey,
Nangyari
Shebris.
sa camera
Run
natin.
out of
Nagkaroon
oil for
tuloy
your
ng
musket
pangalan.
again?
Hello, Estelle. I want to know if anyone has come to your shop recently to
Ano?
order some
Sabihan
firearm
ko sila
components.
Bren at Casper sa
Oh,
forest.
is
Sige.
this
Para
another
marami
case?
tayo. Saka parang
let
gusto
me
ngayon
think.
ng ibang game ni
I don't
Ate
think so.
Smudgy eh.
Some people have
Minsan
requested that I make
ano na
some
rin
prop
siya
guns for the Fontanalia Film Festival,
Monster
but I
Hunter.
refused all of those requests.
Oh? Why's that?
Because there's no profit. I only make things here that can do some real heavy lifting.
Eh, ang
I don't have the
problema nga lang
energy to
yung
make
oras
some new
namin ni
molds
Ate
just for
Smudgy.
the festival.
Yung gising ko kasi
Then
alas
has anybody
12
come specifically looking for mechanical
eh.
components?
Patulog pa lang siya na.
Oh. I
Nagpapaalam na siya
usually sell
kaagad.
off my scrap to the fleuve cendre. I don't typically give them to one specific person.
I understand. Thanks for your cooperation.
Don't mention it. Always happy to have the Musketeers' patronage.
Seems like we haven't found any leads to go off yet.
Yeah, unfortunately. All right, let's head to Fleuve Cendre next.
Huh? Are you sure? People might not be so thrilled to see the captain of the special patrol there.
You think so, huh? Then I guess you don't know.
Huh? Know what?
That I grew up in Fleuve Cendre.
Web Sandra. Ang hirap naman ng Iba yung spelling pero yung pagbigkas kakaiba. Magkalayo sa spelling sa ano eh. Sandra. Oh, saan ito dadaan? Oh. Doon tayo sa loob. Oh. Uy, gagi. Ano papasok sa kabila? Lulusot. May ilaw ako nakita. Sayang yung Mora. Mora rin yan. Hello, Emerald.
Hello, I'd like to ask some questions.
I don't know anything.
Don't worry, I'm not here to arrest anybody.
You say that now.
It's the truth. Here, take this as my guarantee.
Wait, did Paimon just see what she thinks she saw? Is the captain of the special patrol bribing a
Ano
citizen?
nalalaro mo, ano? G.
Yun pa din.
Seems you're different from the other guards.
The game.
What do you want to know?
Have you heard anything related to muskets in Fleuve Cendre lately? Anything at all?
Muskets, huh? All I know is that about 2 weeks ago, we started hearing some loud noises at night. So loud that it's been waking me up.
Were they gunshots?
Possibly. It's hard to tell around here. Someone's house collapsing, a pipe exploding somewhere, it's all the same. But the noises I'm talking about definitely happened after I fell asleep.
Do you know where the noises were coming from?
I don't remember clearly.
Is it that you don't remember, or that you need to think about it some more?
You tell me.
Then please, think about it some more.
She's giving her even
Mora. Okay. May pagbili ng information. I didn't see
The noises
anything.
came from the end of the southern waterway. I came out and had a look for myself and I wasn't sleeping well, but I didn't dare get too close. That's all I know.
All right, I'll take your word for it.
Thanks for the pat de fruits.
No need to be surprised. I grew up here, remember? I know how to get people around here to talk. My apologies, I'm all out of sweets. Though I do have some other tempting snacks in my custody. Fries, fried chicken, and even onion rings. But taking care of junk food is my responsibility. You're better off sticking to your normal, nutritious diet. Now then, let's keep going.
Saan galing yung pagkain niya? Biniro ko lang eh. Saan na yun? Saan ang next? Yan mo pala sa taas. Nahulog ako. Ay, kaya ayoko nagtatatalon eh.
Keep up with the changing times.
What's all this? Some broken planks and barrels, as well as some liquor bottles?
Yes, but have a closer look, Paimon. Even though somebody has purposefully tried to clean them up, these are
They're bullet
obviously marks
mark.
from musket bullets. In other words, someone was here trying to improve their shot. They were using the barrels and bottles for target practice.
Could it have been the killer?
Your guess is as good as mine. Although many people at Fleuve Cendre own guns, few hide the fact from others. And even fewer would go to such lengths to hide markings from practice shots. Anyway, let's go. There might be more to this.
Yan natin yung isa. Last one.
It's been a while, Tetro.
Tetro.
Please, just get on with your request.
I want to know if you've heard anybody talking about muskets lately.
Information isn't free, you know.
I've heard that bandits have been extremely active in the countryside recently, and they've been affecting the delivery of goods to Poisson. I can allocate some more manpower to help out with that problem. What do you say?
You're still as helpful as ever. One of our men got drunk at dinner about a month ago and lost his gun. 3 days later, it turned up in the corner here.
What's weird about that? He just forgot where he put it, right?
This is Fleuve Cendre, my friend. Anything of value left in the tavern won't ever make it to the next day. But that gun turned out to be an exception. It didn't get any new wear and tear on it, and didn't even appear to have been fired. We were quite mystified as to what could have happened.
I suspect it came back because the weapon was already known to the guards.
You mean, a criminal was afraid the Marechaussee Phantom would use the shot marks to track them down? Maybe. But if that's the case, the culprit really took great care to avoid getting caught.
I didn't say anything about a criminal.
In Fleuve Cendre, knowing who was killed is as easy as knowing what clothes you're wearing today. It's the guy living in the east side, isn't it? I've never liked him. Every time he's here, he just orders a drink and sits there with a nasty look in his eyes.
Sino yung tinutukoy niyang
Who's
lalaki?
the one who lost the gun in the first place?
Don't bother. Even if you ask, he wouldn't admit to owning a gun to some strangers. Not to mention the captain of the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol.
He's right.
I know you grew up here, Chevres. Even though you're on good terms with the Spina, you've still been gone too long. Not many people know you here now, and a lot of people don't like the Special Patrol.
I know.
So take my advice and don't show your face too much around here. It's for your own safety.
Wala, bakit?
I'll come and go as I please. And I'm
Oo nga,
afraid I'll
tama
be
yun.
appearing
Kala mo,
more often due to my work.
Nagbabuwalo mo
Alright.
pumunta dyan si ano.
Don't say I didn't warn you.
Seems like that's all we'll be able to uncover for today.
Paimon feels like we managed to learn a lot more here than up on the surface.
Yes. Assuming that everything we found is indeed connected to our suspect, then their timeline was probably something like this. A month ago, our suspect found a gun and took it home to disassemble it. Once he'd figured out its mechanics, he brought it back. In the following weeks, he used some parts to create his own makeshift musket and took it to the Fleuve Cendre for target practice. Then, a few days ago, he found his target and carried out the murder. Once the deed was done, he left a rainbow rose on the body, just like the scene in the novel.
Oh, okay.
That all makes sense to Paimon, but we're still no closer to figuring out the killer's identity.
About
The
the guy who
deceased
died.
was a resident of Fleuve Cendre. It's said that he was a poor, solitary man.
But if you're following the novel, shouldn't the guy have been a nobleman?
Yeah, that's also something I'm trying to figure out. If we are indeed following the novel, and there's a story behind the murder, then this murder should be an act of vengeance. But according to our investigation, the deceased didn't have any enemies. He was no saint, but no one's heard of a rival who hated him enough to shoot him dead. Much less care to leave a rose on his body. What message is the killer trying to convey? And to whom exactly?
Could they be the novelist?
We've thoroughly investigated that possibility. He claims to have spent the whole day at the Opera House on the day of the murder, and the staff there have confirmed his account.
Okay, so he has an alibi.
Not only that, he lacks a credible motive as well. He has a family of his own, and both of his parents are still alive. I've looked into his records. He was adopted at the age of 6, and all the proper procedures were followed. There are also records of him at an orphanage before then. In the story, the mother of the 2 musketeers was murdered after the children turned 10. Of course, he could have changed the children's ages, but I don't want to assume anything without evidence. More importantly, I've also had a chat with him in person. He didn't seem like the kind of person who would pull the trigger to kill a man.
Then, what should we do now? We have all this new information, but it doesn't help us move forward.
Investigations take time. I didn't expect us to catch the culprit in just a single day. How about this? Let's spend the next few days filming with the crew. We can continue the investigation once we're done with the film. I'm sure that given time, new leads will present themselves.
Wait, but weren't you saying Intel is like small, remote islands in the middle of the sea just a moment ago? Wouldn't you just miss them if you were to stop looking?
Ah, but the book had more than one reference to the islands, Paimon.
Oh? What else did it say then?
As long as you spend enough time sailing through the fog, you'll eventually come across an island.
Fiction or reality inside and outside. Something. Hindi ko nabasa yung dulo. Ayan. Outside the frame. Tapos na tayo dun. So, ilan pa to? Meron pa tayong 3. Ang dami pala. So, meron pa ako nito. My God. Talatang hindi nagtutuloy ng story sa Genshin. Nasaan yung ano? Nasaan yung next ano? 8 a.m. 8 a.m.
It's filming time again! Our schedule is jam-packed for the next couple of days, too.
Nasa taas ba to? Sa baba. O, nasa taas nga.
Anyway, let's head out.
Hello, Dana Marie. Thank you for acting on our stream. What's up sa'yo? Kumusta ka? Dito tayo. Okay, tsura ng nuts lang. Pyro region. Uy, Venti. Yeah. Frozen Mascots event po. Ongoing quest nyo. Yes po eh. Ayan siya oh. Kasi ngayon ko lang napansin one day na lang pala siya. Akala ko medyo matagal pa. Akala ko puro games lang yung gagawin. Nakalimutan ko na may story quest pala siya. Nakasama. Yung drop natin day na sa ano to sa Twitch. Wala sa ano eh. Wala sa Blue eh. Kung naglalaro ka ng Genshin at ano, sayang yung drop. May primo gem sa dulo yung drop eh. 30. Sayang din yun. At yun din, nanonood nga ako ng ano eh, ibang streamer. Para lang doon.
Good work, everyone! We're looking to wrap with our 2 main ladies today. I can already smell our success.
What do you mean, looking to wrap? Oh, aren't you the expert now?
Hello, Manang Denpot! Dan Nicole.
This upcoming
Manang
scene
Denpot!
is the
Kumusta
2
ka? Di na tayo
musketeers'
naglalaro.
final confrontation with the Baron.
Wait lang, si Dana
There'll be
Maribas.
quite a bit of action,
Dana ba to?
but no choreography beyond what we've already rehearsed.
Paano po yung drop?
Get ready.
Ayun, kung meron kang
Lights,
Twitch account,
camera,
login ka lang sa Twitch, then punta ka sa aking stream, Piel_Reyes, automatic
The view
siyang
is
magkakaroon
beautiful
ng
tonight. It reminds me
Twitch
of that
drop.
fateful night
So, kailangan
10
mo lang
years ago.
manood doon.
And now that
Habang
I've said
nakastream
it,
ako
I can even make
ng
out the
ilang,
faint fragrance of
hanggang
herbal
makarating
tea
ka sa
in
dulo.
the air.
Enough, villain! It's time that you pay for the death of our mother!
My dear Iris, have you forgotten your manners? How can you speak like this to your own father?
I'd sooner swallow all of my teeth than call you father.
What did I expect? Seems the daughters have turned out to be just as
Isakto need ko
obstinate as
ng
their
hat saka
foolish mother.
primos. Buti na lang,
In
thank
this
you brother.
world, mora
Ah,
and
alam mo,
status
Dana.
is everything. She thought she could blackmail me using her children and force me to grant her recognition and concessions? Ah, how naive can a woman
Medyo
be?
matagal-tagal pa yung aking
Mother
sa
never
story
asked a
quest.
single thing of you.
5 pala to.
All she wished was for us to
Ngayon
live
lang ako
a peaceful
nag-start.
life, just like the others.
It was you who personally brewed the poison of prejudice and sent Mother to her death. Compared to that deadly
Hindi
poison,
na, ikaw ba
the
yung
2
kapatid
bullets that will
ni
soon
Manang
pierce through
din?
your heart will be like sweet mercy.
And that's exactly
Saka
why I
ni Kuya
said you're
Ken.
just as naive as her. Did you really think 2 muskets would be enough to defeat me? So let's see. What is stronger?
Kabay nakakalaro namin
Mora
dati
and
ng...
power, or the 2
Ano ba yun?
muskets in
COD ba
your
yun? Hindi
hands?
ko matandaan.
Get them!
Kaya ka ata.
There are too many of them.
Uy, naglag yun ah.
It'll be
Ay,
okay.
naglag ako doon.
We'll
Ba't
cover
ako
each other,
naglag?
Iris. And Mother will be watching over us too.
Gusto ko to, may free may free gamit kay Shelbrus sa
Whirling
event.
snow.
Try natin si Shelbrus. Wala na ako nakita. Ang ulti na to.
Hands where I can see 'em.
Medyo naglag ako doon. Bakit kaya?
You've lost.
To think I'd lose to my own 2 kids.
At dahil marami akong nakatab na pinapanood.
We are no
Ng
children of
mga
yours,
streamer din.
and we'll never call that place our home.
Mga nilolorkan natin.
Then tell me, what did you do all this for? You lost your mother and will soon kill your father as well. What will you gain in the end, other than sentences
At
for your
naka-open
crimes?
pa pala yung Adobe
We will
natin.
gain
Nag-edit
our
kasi ako
long-awaited
kanina eh.
justice.
Hindi ko naman akalain na magla-live ako bigla. Nainggit ako eh. Dami nag-genshin eh. Ang
It's
cute eh.
over.
Finally, it's over.
Pinatay nila yung sarili nilang father. Tulip at ni Iris dahil sa pinatay yung mother nila. Yun ba yun?
So, where will you go now, Tulip?
I'm not too sure, Iris. Maybe somewhere with lots of
Panis
flowers.
kay Aya ka marunong umarte eh. Oh,
Mother
umiyak
always
na yun
did love
kanina
going
eh.
where the blossoms were.
Ang cute eh.
What about you?
Parang galing na a-amaze ako sa nila,
Want to
mga
go
voice
visit Mother's
actress
grave.
nila.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
Nabibigay nila yung tamang emosyon din.
Tulip, look!
What is it?
It's Mother's favorite. The rainbow rose. Look, it's blooming again.
Panis kay Furina. Yung director
That was
natin.
beyond mesmerizing.
Kahit wala akong Furina. Nakakuha ka ba ng Furina,
so
Dana?
well. And we got it in a single take. All right, everyone. We've got a wrap for Tulip and Iris.
Congratulations, Ayaka and Chevres!
Amazing performance.
Thank you. I didn't expect our parts to wrap so quickly. I wish I could savor the experience for just a bit longer.
Solid yan, brother. Kakatapos ko lang
Totally
kanina.
understands. Paimon's not ready to
Ngayon
say
mo lang din
goodbye to the
tinapos.
clever board either. Filming has really been a lot
Natapos
of
niyo na
fun.
po ba yung Archon Quest? Yes,
Chevres,
kakabalik
the
ko
way you
lang
said,
rin kung
long-awaited
kailan,
justice.
nung kailan eh.
It gave Paimon
Yes, nakatapos ko lang din ng Archon Quest. Huwag
That
ka
is
mag-alala.
indeed my favorite line in
Bumalik,
the whole book. I still remember trying to act
third
it out
day
in my room
player
the first
ako
few
ng
times I read
Genshin,
it.
then bumalik ako February 2023.
Who doesn't like stories where the
Tumigil
guilty
kasi
are
ako
punished
diba,
and
after
justice
kumakuha si
prevails over
Venti.
evil? Don't forget,
Gusto ko makuha
I'm the
si
captain
Klee.
of the Special Security and Surveillance
Chinaga ko
Patrol.
yun kaso iba yung
Captain,
mga
I have something
iba yung
urgent to
nakuha
report.
kong mga
Please excuse me, everyone. I'll be back in
tawag
just a
dito?
moment.
It's okay,
mga
don't worry
character.
about us.
Nalungkot ako. So, tumigil ako. ng 1.0 second phase.
Oh, was she whisked
Ay,
away
hindi ko
by
nakuha
work
si Klee.
already?
Tapos nag-rerun siya nung
Just
bumalik
about to
ako.
tell her how great
she
Di ko rin siya
did.
kinuha.
It
Kasi
seemed like some urgent official
mas
business.
gusto kong kunin yung kasama niya ata.
Then perhaps we should thank the stars that we were
Isang
able
event
to wrap
banner.
both of your parts so quickly today. Switching around the filming schedule would have been a real pain. Anyway, I actually came over to let everyone know that we're all done for today. You can go home and get some rest. And one last thing, Miss Ayaka. Your acting skills today were immaculate as always.
Venti main
Are
rin
you
po ako.
sure you won't
So true.
consider taking up full-time acting?
Nakakalungkot kasi
See, I
yung
just
tipong
happen to know this
nakakalungkot pag
great
hindi mo
troupe
nakuha
that's
yung
still
character na
looking for
gusto
a
mo.
lead actress.
Nung di
Thank
ko nga
you for
nakuha
your
si
kind
Furina,
words, Director
nalungkot
Furina.
ako kaso sabi ko hindi ko na pwedeng
There
tigilan.
are still many matters that I
Kailangan
have
ko
to take
ituloy.
care of back home at the
Pinapalakas
Yashua
na lang nila yung
Commission.
loob ko na
I
mag-i-rerun
cannot
daw
remain in
kasi hindi
Fontaine
pa
to
naman
pursue
daw
an acting career.
na pinapakita yung lore ng
Nevertheless,
magkapatid
I
ulit.
will make sure to treasure this
Actually,
incredible
wala pa nga
opportunity
yung
in
kwento
my heart.
ni Aether at ni Lumin.
That's a shame, but I understand. Just let me
Wala
know
pa
if you
silang
ever
kwento ulit
change your
dito sa
mind.
Fontaine. Inaabangan ko yung kwento ng magkapatid eh.
I believe it's also about time for me to take my leave. But hopefully I'll see you on set over the next few days. Even though my part's wrapped,
Antay lang
I'd still
tayong
like
mga
to swing
5
by
months
and
or
help
4
out the crew.
months. Babalik yan si
See you
Furina.
tomorrow, Traveler and Paimon.
Yep, see you tomorrow. Well, what should we do next?
Parang sinahida
Maybe
lang.
we'll go investigate the case some more with Shivers today.
Traveler, Paimon,
Same
please
kuya,
come with
gusto
me.
ko rin sana mag-pull para kay Furina yung banner niya. Kaso
You
hard
could
PT.
say
Ay,
that our ship has
totoo,
finally
ayaw
chanced
umuwi.
upon one of those
Natalo
small
ako ng
remote islands of
50-50.
intel.
Nung natalo ako ng 50-50, ito pa hard PT ulit. Sabi ko hindi, magpupull na lang ako kay magpupull na lang ako kay Raiden para sure na magkakaroon ako ng Raiden. Para man lang maging 4 na yung Archon ko. Sino umuwi sa 50-50 niyo, kuya? Sino nga ba umuwi ng 50-50 ko? Wait lang, check natin. Pwede ko naman i-check eh. Alam ko talo ako eh. Talo ako sa 50-50. Lagi na lang. Tumunog sa labas. Check natin. History. Hindi mo kukunin si Taylor Swift. I mean si Navia. 5. Si Chichi. Si Chichi pala. Hindi pala pa hard PT. Ano pa lang to oh. Ay, sana po hindi na ako mag hard PT. Utang na loob. Naka 20 pull pa lang pala ako rito. Yung sa isa pala yung hard PT ko na. Si Chichi. Di ba nakakalungkot? Chichi sa event banner. Sa event wish. Sana sa standard na lang matatanggap ko pa kung sa standard siya umuwi. Pero hindi siya doon umuwi eh.
Let's go.
Ay, wait
The
lang.
world is
Mamaya
full
na
of
natin puntahan tong Mamaya ko na siya pupuntahan dahil kukuha ako nung standard Dalawa na lang eh. Nadala na akong mag-pull ng paisa-isa eh. Kasi pag paisa-isa nagiging hard PT ako eh. Ang di ko makakalimutan yung natalo ako kay Jean. Ay, hindi pala. Oh, natalo ako ng 50-50 kay Jean. Pero siya, soft PT. Ay, hindi siya soft PT. Early PT siya. First time ko yun magka-early PT sa account na to. Pang 20th pull ata. Ba't ako naglalag? Mala.
I won't hold you back.
Oy, si Jean. Yes. Medyo dumami na yung character natin nung tinulungan na tayo ng mga kaibigan natin. Ba't kaibigas? Bakit bigas yung nabanggit natin?
Hey! Right now.
Ouch.
This may turn a little.
Brace yourselves. Right here. Emerge.
Ay, bakit?
Let's light it up.
Committed to memory. Yeah.
May Yula ka? Yes po. May Yula ba yun? Wait lang. Ano kung meron eh? Gagawin ko sana rin siyang DPS ko, kaso hindi nagkakasundo yung mga character ko. Hindi ko alam kung bakit. Ay, kulang pa ako. Isa, kinapos pa ng isa. Isa na nga lang eh. Isa na lang kailangan ko para kay Rosaria eh. Pinapaangat ko si Rosaria para makakuha ako nung ano. Makuha ko yung... Ito oh. Nangailangan ako. Yula ko ito. Dapat magiging DPS ko. Isa siya sa magiging DPS ko. Kaso, nagbago isip. Nahirapan ako eh. O diba, mali-mali na. Ano daw? Sa resonance ba, kuya? Hindi rin nagkakasundo mga characters ko. Basta kaya nilang manakit, okay na ako doon. True. Ganun na nga lang ginagawa ko. Basta kaya nilang manakit. Kaya tinan mo yung ano ko, yung pang exploration ko, pang tamaran. Nahida, Yaimiko. Tapos minsan nagiging DPS ko pa si Barbara. Siya yung nasa on-field ko. Pero may new billet ako. Ginawa na ako ng ano ni Misha ng team. Ito yung isa kong team eh. Saan na yun? Ito. Tatanggalin ko lang si Noel dyan. Papalitan ko lang siya ng iba. Ano daw? Physical yan si Yula eh. Ayos lang sana. Kaso, hirap mag-farm ng artifacts niya. Medyo. Pero kasi ako, naalala ko kasi nung pagbalik ko, walang nagsabi sa akin na wag ko gastusin tong ano, ito oh. Saan na to? Ganito. Ginastos ko yan lahat. Nasa 80 plus ata yon o 90. Ginastos ko siya, sin ginastos ko. Lumampas ng 3K ata o 2,000 tong... Ay, saan na yun? Ito. Lumampas ata siya ng 3K or 2,000. Tapos, hindi pa ako AR-50. AR-45 pa lang ata ako nun. Ginamit ko kaagad siya sa mga artifacts. Which is mali. Huwag nyo gagawin yun. Guys, huwag nyo ako tutularan. Antayin nyo mag AR-50 kayo or AR-55 para maganda yung pang pulled and condensed. I-condense nyo.
Paimon's exhausted. Paimon definitely didn't expect having to float this far
Tapos,
after a
opo
full day
kuya,
of
basta
filming.
nababawasan ng HP mga hilitures sa ayos na. True. Hanep DPS Barbara. Oo, pinagtatawanan yun ni Misha kasi daw Barbara ko yung DPS ko dito. Diba, nakakapanghinayang yung resin ko na sinayang ko lang.
Have you
Para
ever
lang
heard of
doon.
someone by the name of Emily?
Oh, you mean that famous perfumer?
Ngayon nadala na ako.
She's a good friend of mine. She's
So
lent me her aid
open,
several
babawas
times in the
ng
past to resolve some
i-condense yung
difficult
iba pag
cases.
tinamad.
After I discovered the rainbow rose at the scene of the murder, I sent it to her. After all, she's probably the foremost expert on flowers and scents in all of Fontaine.
And then?
Pero may isa pa akong account.
There was
Yun
nothing
naman, nasa
remarkable about the
70 na
flower
yung
or the
resin
trace
nun.
amounts of soil left
Tapos
on
may
it.
wanderer yun. Wala
But
nga lang
according to
atang
Emily,
Archon
the rainbow
dun.
rose left by the killer was derived from a very rare cultivar.
Kaya inaantay ko na lang din si
Know
Raiden.
that there were different varieties of rainbow rose. Paimon just thought they grew everywhere in the wild.
Flowers that are deliberately cultivated
Nahirapan
will
ako
always show
kasi
some different features from those that
alam
bloom
ko
in the
dapat
wild.
merong, sino ba
We
yung
already knew that the
ipa-partner
rose
dapat
left at the
kay
scene
Yula?
belonged to a special
Wala kasi si
cultivar,
Misha.
but with
Si
Emily's
Misha po talaga
expertise,
tagagawa
we were
ng
able
team
to
ko,
pinpoint the
guys.
place where it was first picked from.
Oh, Paimon gets it now. So whoever first planted that rainbow rose was probably the
May nakita akong sa
Precisely.
likod nila.
And after
Pang
we checked
pang
what
up
we
yun
learned
kay
against
Linep.
some sales records from the past, we discovered that there's only one person in all of Fontaine who could grow and sell this specific cultivar.
Really? And who is it?
It's the novelist.
But didn't you say he had an alibi?
Oh, yun no.
To be clear, I haven't changed my mind about him. I still don't think he was the one who pulled the trigger. However, that doesn't mean the true culprit never visited him at his home or never purchased a rainbow rose from his garden. Whatever the case, we will have to confirm a number of things with him.
Dami nyo rin pala 5-star kuya, kaya pala solid ang lungkot kapag natalo sa
Yes,
50-50.
we're going to pay him a visit at his home.
Dumami lang yung... wait lang. Pakita ko ulit sa'yo. Ito yung mga una kong 5-star. Nung hindi pa ako nag-quit. Ito, si Venti, si Tartaglia, si Diluc. Ayun, sila lang yung 5-star ko that time. Kasi gustong-gusto ko si Klee. Di ko alam kung saan umuwi. Natalo ata ako kay Klee, kay Diluc. Tapos nagtry ako mag-pull kay Tainari, nakuha ko. Ay, hindi. Kailan ko nakuha si Tainari? Hindi ko sure. Hindi ko na sure. Baka sa standard to umuwi. Ito yung umuwi sa akin ng 50. Hindi ko rin sure. Hindi ko natanda. Ang tagal na kasi. Kay Navia na lang ako nag-pull nung hindi ko naabutan si Navia. Kay Navia? Hindi mo naabutan. Nalito ako na onti doon. Medyo masaya yung playstyle niya. Pero ayun, balik farming ulit tayo. Nag-pull ka kay Navia? Meron ka na bang Raiden? Kay Raiden kasi ako nag-iipon eh. Kaya iwas-iwas muna ako sa pagpupull. Kahit gustong-gusto kong mag-pull ng mga character dahil gacha lang talaga yung gusto ko sa mga larong mga ganito. Tapos ayan, sumunod na to. Ito na yung nasundan. Una ko si Nahida. Sinunod ko si Yayumiko. Nakuha ko si Tainari, natalo ako. Nakuha ko si Chino, natalo ako. Tapos si Yula, si New Villette. Tapos ito, bago ko si Zhongli. Tapos, ayan. Ito yung umuwi sa akin nung kay Kaya, medyo dumami-dami na rin.
Something on your mind again?
Isa rin tayo sa mga nakakuha ng alloy.
Two heads are better than one.
May chest to. Iba din natin kinukuha. Sa susunod na ako mag-explore. Tatapusin ko muna yung mga quest ko. Ang dami pa oh. Meron pa nga akong economia. Raiden po meron. Supposedly si Kujo. Sara lang upul ko noon. Kaso umuwi siya agad. Sino ba naman ako para magreklamo? Nice. Umuwi sa'yo si Raiden. Kaso ito yung iniisip ko, kung anong magagawa niya sa exploration. Panglaban lang talaga siya.
That should be his house.
Pero gustong-gusto ko magka-Raiden kasi ang cute.
There are so many Gardemex stations
Bagay na
around
bagay
the
siya sa
place.
mga yung tipong pangtamarang laro.
According to what he told me last time we spoke, he
Yung
hired them
matik
so
na
he won't be
nababawasan
harassed or
yung mga
disturbed.
character ng kalaban.
Fuck yeah, you're an awesome motherfucker. Thanks for the follow, bro.
Shishling pork.
Right, which is exactly why I think there has to be a special connection between him and the killer.
So,
Ayaw nang
should
shish
we
na.
not?
Just wait here for now.
Nagulat
I'd like to
ka rin,
take care
Kuya
of a
Aki,
number
no?
of those Gardemex first.
But they're so far
Hindi pwedeng ako lang yung nagugulat. Dapat pati kayo.
Don't forget, Paimon. I'm actually the real-life
Matagal-tagal
captain
na
of the
po
Musketeers.
atang natambak yung quest na iyan sa ekonomiya. Medyo. Di ko siya ginagawa kasi ayoko talaga nung nasa ilalim yung yung mapa, yung ekonomiya, yung kasam. Di ko pa nga ata 100% yun eh. Ang lagi kong 100% dito kung titingnan nyo, maski yung mga nagawa kong ibang account, puro Mondstadt. Ano ito gagawin ko? Observe and shoot. Marinig daw natin. Kasi yung isa. Ito yung gusto kong Baril-baril. Baril-baril ba? Munti ka nang tumalon. Yung kaluluwa palayo sa katawan ko sa alert, kuya. Sorry, sorry. Dapat kasi hindi lang ako yung nagugulat. Dapat kayo rin. Pero mas ang sakit kasi mas malakas sa ano ko, pandinig ko. Kaya medyo
All clear. Let's go.
wag niyo na lang pansinin pag nagugulat ako, mga ganun. Panggulat ko din talaga yan. Kasi mostly nilalaro talaga natin is horror.
Can we
Kaya lang medyo di na ako masyado nag-horror dahil
I'll go knock on the door and make
mas
sure it's
nauna
safe
yung
inside.
panic ko.
Once we're sure that we're in the clear, I'll ask him to come with
Pinagalitan
us
ako
for a
ni
quick
Misha
round of
nandito siya,
questioning at the guard's
naglalaro kami ng
headquarters.
naglalaro ako Alien.
can't we just arrest
Tipong ako
him?
nagpapanik.
We
Tapos
still
yung
have
siya
no
yung pinalaro
evidence
ko,
that he's the killer or that he lent the killer
tahimik.
any direct aid. Still, it would be appreciated
Sana
if you
all.
could pick a rainbow rose from his garden for me while I'm talking to him. It'll help the Marachose Phantom confirm Emily's theory.
Sure, no problem. Just be careful, Chevrolet.
Go to the writer's ayun, may ano. Next time. Daming ano, hindi pwedeng kunin to. Ay hindi siya nakintab eh.
Excuse me, Mr. Baptiste.
Same
Are
kuya,
you home?
Mondstadt lang ang malinis sa world ko. Tanggal angas talaga sa horror games.
It's you,
Totoo.
Officer Shavras.
Pag horror
Would you
games
mind
wala eh.
accompanying me to the guard's headquarters, Mr. Baptiste?
Magugulat at
We would
magugulat
like to
ka eh.
ask you some questions about a case.
Laging Mondstadt ang malinis
Is it
sa
still
akin.
regarding the murder case
100%
from
yan
before?
hanggang Dragon's
I cannot
Spine.
confirm or deny that at this time.
So it is then.
Nakakatamad nga minsan
Listen,
mag-ano ng
I
Dragon's
need you to
Spine eh,
come with
pero
me, Mr. Baptiste.
sayang kasi eh.
Miss Shavras, I'll save you the trouble. Oh, and you two over there? There's no need for you to pick my flowers either. It's not time for them to bloom yet.
Nakita mo kami doon?
Okay.
Spymon kasi nakalutang eh.
By saving me the trouble, you mean...
Alam niya?
I will confess. I was the killer.
Huh?
Uy, may dalawa pang ano eh. Dalawa pang story sa babae. So hindi siya yung ano.
Please relax, everyone. I'm not armed. The musket you're looking for has been buried in my backyard.
Then it's my responsibility to inform you, Mr. Baptiste, that everything you say right now will be used as evidence for the inevitable
O siya ba
trial.
talaga? Hindi ko sure ah.
Yes.
Piling ko hindi
I am
pa siya eh.
perfectly aware of that.
Piling ko hindi pa tapos yung
I
ano eh,
must say,
story.
I hate this feeling.
Oh? Is it because I confessed? Or because you've been proven wrong?
Both, I suppose.
For the same reason as the one I wrote out in my novel, of course. I did it to exact revenge. I know you haven't figured out the link between the two of us. Had you done so, I'd have been taken away to the headquarters a long time ago. But that won't stop me from always remembering his grotesque face. After all, he was the one who killed my mother.
Your mother is still healthy and well.
You know, I was adopted as a child. I was referring to my birth mother.
Oh.
That was never recorded in the orphanage's records.
Please forgive a
Oh, paano mo
6-year-old
nalaman?
child for concocting some lies to protect himself after watching his mother die right in front of him.
So, your novel, it was like a record of your life?
No, of course not. It was a work of fiction with many embellished parts. But I am indeed the illegitimate son of a wealthy and influential man who abused his power to murder my mother. That part was 100% real.
But the man you killed didn't have a Mora to his name.
He was a hired assassin, an irredeemable beast who sank his fangs into a defenseless woman just for a few bags of Mora.
But if that's really the truth, you wouldn't be telling us any of this now. You still haven't managed to take revenge against your father, the true mastermind behind it all.
I never thought I'd hear that kind of thing from the captain of the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol.
I'm simply skeptical about your motives.
It's simple, really. I've grown tired of everything and don't want to shoulder this burden anymore. You may have considered me too soft to pull the trigger. Well, as it turns out, you are exactly right. I've become overwhelmed by the
Siya
aftermath of
talaga
the
nga
murder.
pumatay. Kala
So
ko
you're going
hindi.
to call a stop to your revenge, just like that?
The true mastermind is too rich and too powerful for me. I've accepted that I will never be able to avenge my mother alone.
And so what? The characters in your book never gave up.
Now, Officer Shavras, I'm the one who has killed a man, aren't I? Are you trying to convince me to commit another crime?
What's your father's name? How do you plan to prove the veracity of all of your claims?
Well, I'd like to speak with you privately.
Sure. Why don't we speak privately at the guard's headquarters?
No, it has to be here. I must ensure that we won't be overheard.
Wait lang.
Fine.
Parang nandiyan na sila.
Let's talk here.
When I said won't be overheard, I meant by anyone. I would like to speak with you and you alone.
And I'm back po. Karating nga lang nila. Tama ako. Naririnig.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
Please stay safe, Chevres.
All right. Let's hear it.
Will you really believe what I'm about to say?
Well, that depends on what you're going to tell me.
May matcha nga talaga si
Fair enough.
green tea.
Fair enough. Then listen closely.
Pala iba lasa niya. Hindi siya yung lagi namin ino-order. Hindi siya yung matcha talaga sa ano.
So that's how it's all connected.
Hindi siya yung green tea na pinipili
So,
natin.
it seems you believe me after all.
Pure matcha.
Do you want me to go public with this?
No, of course not. At least, not right now.
Then why did you bother telling me?
You've read my work. What do you think? Even if you were to go public with all of this right now, he'd simply deny everything. It's been too long. Almost 20 years. Anything that could be used as evidence has long faded away. Even if there might have been a solitary island of truth once upon a time, it has long sunk beneath the waves by now. Justice will never find him.
Not if you don't try.
I know that as the captain of the Special Security and
Grabe naman ang
Surveillance
layok
Patrol,
nila.
you will
Ayaw
always
nga,
stand on the
grabe
side
na.
of justice.
Wait lang, natawa ako sa
But
angle.
do you really think a cushy life in prison really constitutes justice for him? I bet he could lead an extremely comfortable life in the fortress of Meripede.
What are you trying to say?
I've been observing you from a distance. Your portrayal of the musketeer was exquisite. Pull the trigger of justice against him. Let the villain get what he deserves.
You want me to let you go so you may complete your revenge?
No, Officer Shavras. I know that would be impossible. No. What I'd like is for you to perform the deed on my behalf.
Oh.
Oh, Chevres sure is taking her time. What could they be talking about anyway? Oh, Paimon's worried. What if he decided to attack her? Oh, you do have a point. Still, do you have any idea who the rich person might be? And why the novelist doesn't want us to hear what he's saying to Chevres?
Sorry to keep you waiting, you two.
wanted your taco.
I've already sent someone to escort Baptiste back to the headquarters for questioning. He wasn't lying about the musket. It was indeed buried in his backyard.
But what about the name? Did he tell you the name of the rich guy?
Yes, he did. But for now, I have to return to the Special Patrol. There are still a few loose ends I need to tie up.
What's going on? It feels like she's keeping something from us.
I'll probably be quite busy over the next few days, so apologies if you don't see me on set.
All right. Paimon understands if you can't tell us everything you know. We'll just keep an eye on the Steambird then.
Actually, there's still something else I need your help with.
Ano kaya yun? Completed na rin ulit. Pang-apat na tayo na ano. Mabilis na yung third na yun ah. So 8 daw ulit. Asan yung next? Ay, i-8 muna natin para alam natin kung malapit na ba sa atin o malayo. Eight ng next day o 8 ng today? Malaman natin. Following morning nga. So next day. Ayun, may saktong 8. Habang ano, inom-inom tayo saglit. Sa mga matutulog na po dyan, sleep well, good night. Di ba yung matulog ka na ba? Diyan ka pa ba?
Yep, dito ba? Bakit?
Yung malagising ka pa.
Lalaro pa. Mag-out na lang maya-maya.
We haven't seen Chevra since that...
Pakita na yung part. Diyan tayo pupunta mamaya. Gawin muna natin to kay Rosaria para makapag-pull tayo kahit isa lang. Kaya gusto nang kukuha ng isa pang ano. Ng isa pang standard. Pang pull ng standard. Ayaw ko gumasos ng primo gem eh. Para lang ngayon sa ano, intertwine.
Well, guess there's no point in worrying about it now. Let's go join up with the others.
Wait lang, Paimon. Nasa Mondstadt ulit tayo. Huwag kang magulo.
You want...
Adventure! Show them. Right here. Emerge.
This might hurt a little. Commit it to memory.
I'm going in!
This might hurt a little. Yeah. Yeah.
Right. Right now.
Let's light it up!
HP. Rosaria kayo. Isa na lang. So, sino pa pwedeng i-ascend? Si Fischl ba na-ascend ko na? Ay, nakuha ko
I
na.
created another universe and founded paradise. For I, Fischl, am the Prinzessin de...
Kumaingay, Fischl. Si ako. Kaya lang kailangan ko ng violet grass. Saan nakakuha? May nabibili bang violet grass?
One, two, breathe. 3, 4,
Usyo in. Usyo in. Dun daw sa pharmacy or kaya sa Wushu in. Dalawa ang pwedeng pagbilhan ng violet grass. So, try muna natin sa Bubu Pharmacy. Sarap ng pait sa yung tamis. Bubu Pharmacy. Maraming lotus dito.
I see everything.
Ayun, si Herbalist. Kailangan ko ng violet glass. Violet glass. Uy, may recipe. Natin. Ito rin. Ito rin. Purchase na natin. Sayang to din to. Pero hindi ko pa naman kailangan. Pero dapat pinipili ko rin. Kaya sayang yung mora. So, kailangan ko na lang ulit bumalik dun mamaya. Kasi kailangan ko nung pang-upgrade niyan. So, ilan ang kailangan ko nun? 3 rin. Asan si Shishi? Level up na natin
1,
si Shishi.
2, breathe. 3, 4, and
Kailangan ko pa nga ng 3. Lang din na drop. Sana 3 yung makuha natin next. Para tapos na agad ang ating paghihirap. At ready na tayo mag-pull sa standard. Ilan na ba PT ko sa standard? Kuya Aki, di ka maglalaro? Anong ganap mo ngayon? Tambay lang sa stream mo. Ay, wala kang laro? Hindi ka maglalaro? Gamit pa ba ni ate mo yung PC? Umaga ka pa lang din ba nakakapaglaro pa rin? Ang pangit ng Tagalog ko. Tagalog na nga lang. Nandito kasi mga pinsan ko hirap naman iwan ako. Yung dincom natin, di na natin nagalaw. Tapos, nakita ko yung dincom ni Kai, siya lang mag-isa gumagawa. Nasa winter na siya, ang ganda na. Tapos, di pa ako nakapagbukas nung dincom nung Christmas. May libreng yung rainbow na arko, 3. Di ko tuloy, wala tuloy ako nakuhang libre. Bukas siguro makakalaro ako. Anong oras?
Good morning!
Oras kayo maglalaro.
Ayaka and I were just talking about you.
Is Chef Russ still not joining us today?
Probably not. We haven't seen her either.
Huh? That's such a pity. Director Farina said that we've only got a few small scenes left before wrapping up the entire thing.
Ano oras sa gising?
She even said that she'll get me to a couple scenes, so everyone will have a chance to shine in front of the camera.
We were also planning on having a victory feast once
Makakalaro
we're
pa
all
natin
finished
ulit sina
filming.
Casper sa
You can
sina
join
Brent.
us, right?
If only Chevros was here. I still haven't taken a photo with her.
I'm afraid that can't be helped. Those special patrol folks are like
Pwede ko naman sila
phantoms when they've got a
i-message.
case on their hands.
But to be honest, I'm even more concerned by what I read in the Steambird earlier this morning. It said that
Pero ano yung hindi ko
killer in the murder
na-gets
case
yung
was
nabaril
none other
ka.
than the author of the
Nabaril
Two
kayo sa loob ng
Musketeers.
sasakyan. Bakit kayo binaril?
Oh yeah, I heard about that too. He came forward and confessed his
Di ko kasi
crimes,
masyado
but
nakita
gave
sa
no explanation as to why he pulled the trigger. We didn't know about this case at all when we joined the film. Is it going to affect the reception of our work?
From a pure publicity standpoint, this will draw a lot more attention to our film. I have to say, though, that no director can be perfectly comfortable with garnering attention through means other than artistic skill.
To be fair, I feel like that ship sailed the moment you allowed yourself to be named as the director on our posters.
It's not my fault that I'm super popular.
Teleport yung naging imposter, tapos pinalo dami kami ni... okay.
Sunk to an
Hindi
all-time
ko
low?
nakita yung impostor. Kala ko yung red girl.
Corners of Tibet.
Where the roses? Lapit ako matapos sa sa event. Bullet spread kasi yung shotgun, kaya nadamay kami. Oo. Bigla kayong namatay, gulat eh. Gulat lahat. Nagkamali ng tutok si ano eh.
Excuse me, everyone.
Xavier! Feels like it's been ages since we last saw you.
I've been talking non-stop with the Film Association, and I'm absolutely swamped trying to coordinate the film's marketing. So forgive me for not being around more often, but please believe me when I say that I will make sure everyone's hard work gets the exposure it deserves.
Nice.
Oh, seems like you've been fighting your own battles.
Nabuhasan pa ng 2 survivors sa
Yes,
isang
that's
araw.
one way to put it.
Kaya nga eh. Ano ba yun?
Oh,
May
and
bawas
before
ba
we
yun
begin
sa
the final
ano?
round of
Sa
filming,
kikitain
please
nyo?
allow me to finally introduce you to
Actually, di ko
the
magets
original
yung
investor
ano
of our
nung
film, Mr.
lethal.
Morris.
Ang alam ko lang, kumuha lang tayo ng gamit.
A pleasure
Kailangan
to
lang
meet
natin
you all.
makaipon.
Yes, glad to make your acquaintance, Mr. Morris. We've heard about the issues you've encountered with your financial situation, and genuinely hope that things have taken a turn for the better.
Oh, well, the situation has indeed improved somewhat.
Don't worry, Mr. Morris. Accidents and last-minute challenges happen all the time.
Mitkota lang talaga
There's no
yung
need to blame
lethal.
yourself over it.
So wala
Good
siyang goal
news is
na
that
ano.
we're almost done filming now.
Pero may
And
nakarating na
I'd
kaya sa
even say
pinakadulo
that
ng
this is the
lethal.
best story I've ever seen.
Is
Kaya
that
ano nung
so?
pakiramdam nung pag mataas
I'd say
na yung quota.
that's great news.
All right, now that we've gotten all the pleasantries out of the way, let's
Hanggang
get
ano
the
lang
show
tayo eh.
on the
Mga
road.
50,
We'll mostly be
60.
filming typical
50,
people and
mga
scenery
ganun.
from the streets today to
I mean,
improve the
fifth
sense
quota
of
pala.
environmental
Mga ganun.
ambiance in some parts of the
Or
film.
4th quota.
Oh, and there'll
Mag-a-add
be a
sila ng
cameo
Yuma
for
pati
Mr.
environment
Kamisato
next
and Miss Yoimiya as well. They'll be used to show outsider perspectives
Oh,
on the
maganda
fates
yun
of the two
mangyayari dun, ah.
musketeers.
That's right. Ayato should be here any minute.
Excellent! Then let's start with the scenery shots. Camera and clapper loader, you're up.
Yep, we'll be ready.
Remember, all we need are some wide
Eto
zoom
na naman.
shots of the streets.
Ibig sabihin,
If you
may
happen
ano
to
ulit
find
to,
some
may
particularly
zoom-
lovely
zoom
patches
in,
of
zoom
flowers
out
and
ulit.
grass, feel free to grab some close-ups of
Okay,
those as
close
well.
up daw sa mga ano, sa mga
Ready? Lights!
bulaklak.
Camera! Action! Okay, now move the camera slowly. Try to focus on that What's wrong? Just adjust the focal length a bit. Something the matter? But wasn't it working fine for all the days before? Veronique, can we try a different camera?
No problem. How about this one?
All right,
Kaya nagka-problema yung
let's give it
camera
another
natin.
try. Lights! Camera!
Baka may mga new monsters. Parami ng parami. Ano nangyayari?
Don't tell me. This one is broken too. Veronique, do we have any other spare ones we can use?
Hiramin niyo yung kay Charlotte.
I'm afraid we only brought these two today.
What? Then go find a workshop to get them repaired right away. Oh, and you too, Bono. Go find our spare camera in the warehouse and bring it back to the set.
On it.
Greetings, everyone. My apologies for the
Si
delay.
Ayato bumalik.
Is something the matter, Ayaka?
It seems like there are some issues with the filming equipment today. We're stuck for the moment.
I see.
Well, let's not just stand here twiddling our thumbs. Actors, to the makeup booth. We'll start on the next scene as soon as we get a working camera.
Next scene agad, di nyo pa nga na-shoot yung scene na yun.
The people at the workshop told me that the part which holds the lens in place seemed to have fallen off. That's super strange. It was perfectly fine just yesterday.
Baka sinira ni
No time
ano.
to dwell on that now. Let's get back to filming.
Shavrus.
Quiet on
Para ano?
set! Places, everyone! Lights! Camera!
Para medyo magkaroon ng delay.
By the way, have you heard about that recent murder case?
Yes, I have. It seems that they've caused quite the commotion in the city.
I heard that the chief of the guards is so mad about not catching the culprit that he's about to explode.
Oh? I find that quite hard to imagine, considering how he already looks most days.
Director, we have a problem.
Oh, we're in the middle of a take! Couldn't you wait until we wrapped up this scene?
No, Director, our film, all the finalized film that we've been keeping in the case has disappeared.
Okay.
What
Kasi
did
nga,
you say? Mr. Bano, please take me to where the film was kept right away.
I'm coming too.
babaguhin ata nila yung... Babaguhin ni ano
Yoimiya,
yung
you have to
Shavrus,
stay here.
yung ano.
Oh. Okay, listen up. Everyone who's not working on this current scene can go with Bono to look for the film. Everyone else, stay put and wrap up the scene. Unbelievable. How could all these problems happen in just one day?
For some time,
We're back.
a Chiori.
How did it go? Did you find the film?
We found it in the sewers.
Huh? In the sewers? Is the film still okay?
We discovered it just in time, so we should still be able to salvage it. The others are checking now to see if we lost any specific scenes.
You scared me for a moment there. I nearly thought we had lost everything. I really don't want to experience that feeling of despair again.
Okay, but who could have stolen the film and dumped it there?
Could it be some competitors working on other films?
But if they wanted to harass us, why wait until the last day?
Okay, we don't have time to really look into it right now. Let's strike while the iron is still hot and wrap this thing up once and for all.
Yeah, let's finish it.
Asan si Shavrus? Even though unexpected solution to problems, bilis kasi.
I would like to
Makakabasa.
officially announce that our entry to the festival, The Two Musketeers, has now concluded filming!
Paimon is spent. It's so late already.
Even though the filming process proved to be extremely challenging, everyone provided valuable and unique contributions to the final product. Thank you all for your dedication and support.
And just like Director Farina, I would also like to extend my most heartfelt thanks to all of you. Really, you've all helped me so much.
All right, let's save the awards speech for later and hopefully also get some rehearsals in before the real thing. Anyway, now it's time to party! Let's all make our way to the beach and have a celebration feast so loud and fun that even the blubber beast will want in.
Party! Party! Paimon wants to party!
Daming ano. Hindi natin yung mga ano bulaklak.
Whoa! This place is hopping! Everyone's finally getting to relax after wrapping up the film! Let's go chat with someone!
Si Ayaka. Ayaka.
Hey, Ayato! How's your work been going?
Everything went rather smoothly. Thank you for your concern.
Ayato told me that we've already confirmed the dates for some Inazuma Fontaine cultural exchange events. So the next time we visit, we'll be doing so in our capacities as the representatives of the Yashiro Commission.
Oh, that's great! Then maybe Paimon will be able to find Fontaine detective novels in Inazuma from now on! Oh, wait. Wouldn't Yaimiko get upset if that happens? That would be stealing some of her business. You've got a point. She's always complaining that light novels have become bland and too predictable after all.
The cultural exchange won't only feature literatures of both nations, of course. We have also made plans for cross-cultural engagements in the fields of gourmet cuisine, toy making, and artisan craftsmanship.
Whoa! Paimon's getting super excited now!
When the time comes, be sure to visit and participate in all the events.
Saan yung isa? Farina!
Oh, my darling clapper loader and camera operator. You've both worked really hard.
Paimon thinks you worked even harder than us! Honestly, Paimon was getting a little tired of playing with the clapperboard by the end of it. Worst of all, Paimon started having dreams of you shouting, "Lights! Camera! Action!" into Paimon's ears. The actual dream can't even start until you've yelled that!
Hey, if anything, shouldn't I be more grand and delightful in your dreams? We've been through so much together, and that's how your brain remembers me?
That's not Paimon's fault. We've just used the clapperboard too much lately.
Anyway, what's most important is that we wrapped the film. I'm pretty confident that we'll take first prize.
The Farina
No
Award.
need to mention the official name.
Wait, now that you mention it, if we did win the prize, would Farina just get a statue of herself?
Come on, I don't need that kind of attention. Xavier can accept the reward on our behalf.
But just imagine! Farina accepting the Farina Award and holding a Farina statue.
I'm going back to my dessert now. You all can keep discussing that on your own.
Chiori. Ano mo problema si Chiori ah?
Chiori!
Hey, you two.
Are you
Hello,
not really
Ray.
into these kinds of big social
Morning.
occasions?
Gising ka
Not
pa?
particularly. But
Nagbabalorant
this
ka ba
is still
ngayon?
better than Fontaine Fashion Week.
But if this film becomes a big hit, people will definitely come flocking to your shop.
Yes, that's highly
Ilang
likely.
days na ako di
As
nagpapalo
long
eh.
as the film can
Anong
premiere as
ganap mo?
planned.
Anong nilalaro mo
Are
ngayon?
you
Nakita
still
kita
worried
sa
about
ano
the
ah?
case?
Sa
That and
Discord
all the obstacles we had to
Kuya
face
Kurt.
today.
Todang sa Twitch.
You're right.
Oh.
It's as if all our bad luck just
Kamusta naman ang
manifested at
New Year
once.
mo? Happy New Year? At
Why today
belated
of all
Merry
days?
Christmas din? Kumusta ang Christmas at ano mo?
No, it's nothing.
New Year.
We've already delivered the film to the editors, so there should be nothing more to worry about.
How are you doing, Mr.
Likewise,
Morris?
likewise.
You having a good time?
Well,
Ganun pa
you
rin.
could say that. Do you happen to
Eh,
know when
maganda
the
yung
party is
pasok ng
scheduled to
taon
end?
ngayon. Grabe yung mag-vote
Judging by
occasion.
how much fun everyone's having, I'd say probably not until well after
Ba't
midnight.
ang ginawa ng vote
Is
occasion?
there something
Nasaan ka
that you
ba
still
nung
have to
New
take
Year?
care of at home, Mr. Morris?
Oh, well, I'm just not a late night person, so I might take off shortly.
Puro luto lang. Ay, oo nga.
Oh
Ako
no!
rin eh.
Silly me. I almost forgot
Nagluto ako
something
nung New Year
super
eh.
important.
Ayun, pag malapit na
what is it?
alas 12, pagod.
I prepared a whole
Pero
batch of
nag-live
fireworks
pa
for the
rin.
party, but I forgot to bring
Ay,
them over
nag-live
from
ako
the
nun or
warehouse.
naglaro kami.
Fireworks, you say? Well, that's truly a pity. Sorry things didn't go as planned.
Could you help me
For
carry
the
them over,
Twitch
Mr.
grind.
Morris? I won't be able to fetch all of them by myself.
Me?
Ako ngayon lang ulit ako nag-Genshin,
Are you
nag-live
sure
ng
that you can't
Genshin.
find
Sayang
anyone
yung
else?
drop eh. Yung drop habol ko eh.
I just wanted to make this a surprise for everyone. The warehouse isn't far from here. We'll be there in no time. Pretty please, Mr. Morris. These are some of the best fireworks I've ever made. So I also want you to see them before you leave. They're stunning. I promise that they'll be a once-in-a-lifetime experience that you'll never forget.
But...
It's okay, just come with me. If we're sneaky enough, nobody else will see us leaving.
All right.
The warehouse is right over here. I moved the fireworks there in advance, so it shouldn't be too much work bringing them back.
It's still a ways away from the party.
Sorry about that, Mr. Morris. It's probably because I'm used to carrying fireworks all the time, so it doesn't feel like a lot of work to me.
Ganyan pala yung pana. Pero hindi. Kay Raiden ako magpupuli. Hindi kayo yung Mia. Raiden, umuwi ka na sa akin. Sana hindi ka ma-hard PT. Utang na loob.
It's dark in here. Wait here, Mr. Morris. I think the light switch should be somewhere over here.
Why did I have to get roped into this? What was that? Who's there? Get me out! Get me out of here!
Did you really think you'd get away, Morris?
Ano nangyayari?
You've got the wrong guy! It wasn't me! I'm not the killer!
You know, Eliza died a far more heroic death than this. She fought your assassin to the end, to save the children she had hidden beneath the floorboards. That is Eliza's pendant. The one with a photo of you two inside. The one you gave her. Ring any bells?
It's a fake! It has to be! There's no way!
No way your assassin didn't destroy it, you mean? Did you ever love her, Morris? Or was killing her always the plan?
No, please. Listen to me. I told Eliza to keep us a secret. I paid her plenty for her silence. I never thought she'd keep the child. Everything was gonna come out, and I had no choice. She'd force my hand. No! I'm begging you. I have money. Just name your price, please.
You can keep your Mora, and you can go to hell. I'm Captain Chevros at the Special Patrol. Morris, you're under arrest for Eliza's murder.
Ang cool ni Chevros.
You're under arrest too, prop manager Veronique. Or perhaps I should call you the second Musketeer.
Ang cool naman nung event na to.
What's going on? This wasn't in the script.
Drop the gun, Veronique.
Why? Why would you keep me from exacting revenge on this heartless monster?
Drop your weapon. This is my final warning.
What is going on?
Do I have to spell it out for you, Morris? Everything that took place just now was staged to get you to confess the truth. But this last part is all improv, of course.
Chevros, you told us you wanted us to help you stage a play. You never said anything about the second Musketeer.
It's because even I had no way to confirm my theory until now. Thank you for your performance, Yoimiya. Could I trouble you to go and bring in the other Special Patrol members? They should be on standby just outside. Oh, and please tell the other cast members not to worry about us. We'll be rejoining them shortly.
On it!
So what do you think, Morris? Care to talk about what happened 20 years ago? My patience is limited, you know. Don't force me to take you back to the interrogation room. I'd wager that you wouldn't last for more than a minute in there. With the recording we made, you have no chance of winning in court. Cooperating with us now is the most practical move.
All right. I'll talk. I hired an assassin to murder Elisa. She once worked as a maid on my family's estate. She was very beautiful, and after some time I fell for her. We kept our relationship a secret and carried out an affair for some time, but it wasn't long before she became pregnant. And if my parents ever found out, they would have stripped me of my inheritance and status, driven me out of my home. I also didn't expect Elisa to insist on bringing the pregnancy to term. She even asked me to leave my family and travel far, far away with her.
She believed that you were truly in love with her.
I didn't have a choice. I gave her a large sum of mora, told her to leave the family and to get rid of the baby. But then years later, she sent me a letter. There were photos of 2 children, and she even asked if I could find some time to visit them.
Huh? 2 children? Paimon thought Baptiste was the only... you mean...
Even if she had the children against your will, you could have just ignored the letter entirely. Why kill her?
I had just gotten engaged to be married to an heiress from another wealthy family. So if anyone were to find out about Elisa, my life would be completely ruined. I didn't have a choice.
No. You always had a choice. You just made the wrong choice. Again.
Do you know how it feels to watch your mother be killed right in front of you? My brother and I were hardly even school age yet. We were hidden beneath the floorboards, grasping each other's hands like a lifeline. We were so terrified that we didn't even know we could ever take a breath. All we could do was to watch Mother try to fight back, and then collapse to the floor. Even after the assassin left, we were still too terrified to leave our hiding spot. We thought that he might come back. It was only until the next evening when we finally climbed out and gathered around our mother. But she had already become cold and stiff to the touch.
You made up your mind right then and there to bring this case to light.
Not only that, we resolved to get our revenge.
And that's why you became the Musketeers.
No, that's why I became a Musketeer. The man from before was also killed by me. My brother had nothing to do with it.
I figured as much.
You did?
I once told these 2 that he didn't look like a killer to me. His confession from that night also rubbed me the wrong way.
Di nga siya yung killer.
I think what really tipped me off was, how could I not feel a sense of regret in him?
Huh?
He confessed faster than any criminal I've ever met, but he didn't say a single word about you. He insisted that he was the sole perpetrator in the case. But after the questioning ended, I disassembled the musket we dug up from his backyard, put it in front of him, and told him to reassemble it. Wanna guess how far he got? He had no idea where to even start. He's never touched a gun in his life. Based on that, I determined that he was not acting alone. He only surrendered himself to draw our attention and create a moment of opportunity for his partner. So, I decided to play along. And as expected, the second Musketeer followed us without hesitation once she saw Morris get separated from the rest of the cast. Besides, why else would he call the novel The 2 Musketeers?
But how did you know it was Veronique?
I figured it out the moment Baptiste told me his father's name. That so-called financial crisis was all just a ruse. He just wanted to sign up as the investor and then leave the film without any source of funding. After all, he has a vested interest in minimizing the reach of this story. It's really just the same thing as what he did to Eliza all those years ago.
Human scum.
But then Xavier pulled out all the stops and got the film made against all odds. Morris couldn't have that. With the killer in custody, he figured it was safe to act. And so he came to visit the set today, just as I expected.
Wait, so you were behind all those mishaps today?
As for the identity of the second musketeer, I assumed they'd probably stay close to Morris and look for an opening. And if they already knew that Morris was the film's investor, then that narrowed the list of potential suspects as well. Furthermore, being the props manager would allow the culprit to avoid scrutiny by purchasing mechanical parts in the name of the crew. With that hypothesis in mind, I went back to check Baptiste's orphanage adoption records. Guess whose name I saw on the same page, just a few lines from his.
My brother. He trusted you.
As in, he trusted me to perform the deed on his behalf?
He trusted you to stand on the side of justice.
I am.
I thought you could do it as well. Oh, the look on your face when you told him to go to hell. I really thought you'd put a bullet in his brain.
Ibang justice yung gusto ni ano.
You know what he has done.
Okay, ibang justice yung gusto nila.
Are you telling me that you'd rather see him spend the rest of his life living like a king in the fortress of Meripede? I will never be able to forget the feeling of my mother's cold, lifeless hands. And you would call this ending fair? Is this what you call justice?
I won't lie, Veronique. I did hesitate when your brother first told me about the truth. I wondered. I agonized over whether I should really put a bullet in his head.
So why don't you?
Because that should never be how justice is carried out in this world. Perhaps, to you, justice is simply reciprocated. An eye for an eye, and a life for a life. But everyone has their own understanding of justice. If everyone were to pursue their own definition of it, there would be no more order in this world. Today, you'll kill Morris. And tomorrow, his children may come for you. The world cannot render judgments based on a desire for revenge. That will only lead to a cycle of revenge, as well as the destruction of order and civilized society. Fontaine is founded on a set of laws and a standardized code of justice. That is why we are the nation of justice. But with all that said, I will promise you this. Morris will not lead a cushy life in the fortress of Meripede.
Chevros, the rest of the special patrol is here.
Thank you so much, Yoimiya. Letelier, Terena.
Letelier.
Please take them away.
Oh, Letelier, Terena.
I still can't agree with your reasoning.
I know.
Justice has not been delivered. At least, not today.
Pero may point naman siya kasi doon. Kung papatayin ni ano yung si Morris. So yung mga anak naman ni Morris yung gagante. Hanggang
We should give an explanation to the crew.
Ay.
Thank you for your concern. I'm fine. I'm just thinking about the things in life that have driven people to take justice into their own hands.
Explain everything that happened to the rest of the crew. So, kailan ko basahin para lang mag-loading?
Who would have thought Morris would turn out to be... I'm at a loss of words. How could he have done something like this?
I'm just glad that you're all safe and sound. Who knew that such a labyrinth of cases would be behind this story?
Pero ang galing no.
Well, what should
Ang
we do
laki
now?
Ang laki
We
ng
have a
bahay.
finished film, of course, but
Ang liit
should
sa
we still
labas.
go ahead with the
Pagpasok mo,
premiere?
ang haba nung tinakbo
What do
nila
you
kanina.
mean? Shouldn't you
So,
be
parang isang
even
pahaba
more
yung
motivated
bahay
to spread
pala.
the word now that you've learned the truth?
Chiori is right. I'd also like more people to see this story for themselves.
But the real ending of the story seems to have deviated somewhat from the one in the script. Is that still acceptable to you, Miss Chevreuse?
The call is yours. We still have time to reshoot an ending if that's what you'd like.
No, it's fine as is. I like what we have for the catharsis. Romanticism is what gives works of art their appeal. Fiction is able to explore means of restitution that could never work in real life. Just like the real world, the world of stories also has its own set of rules and justice. These different possibilities are what initially drew me to reading in the first place.
Sounds good to me. I support your decision.
What about Veronique? Will she be okay?
She will soon face her judgment alongside her brother and Morris. If I had to guess, they'll probably all be sent to the fortress of Meripede. I'll make sure to give Risley a heads up about it.
Oh, you mean that kind of heads up?
Exactly.
Wait, what kind of
All
heads
right,
up?
then the matter's settled. Now that everything's been taken care of, there's no reason for us to keep looking all gloomy and grumpy. Let's get back to the feast and enjoy each other's company. We'll be starting the post-production process tomorrow. You should join us, Chevreuse. You missed the first few hours of the party, didn't you?
All right. Count me in.
Then I'll wait for you over there. There's still some good news that I'd like to share with Chevreuse.
Traveler, Paimon, could you wait for me by the sea after the party ends? I'd like to go on a brief walk with the two of you.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much.
Kahit walang sound effect to. Kahit wala akong narinig dun kahit anong ano. Ganun yung ano na yun. Part na yun.
Sorry for the wait.
Oh, we weren't waiting long at all. Is there something else you wanted to tell us?
No, I don't have anything new to share. I just felt that since you were my investigation partners, I should have another conversation with the two of you. Traveler, how would you have responded to Baptiste's request if you were in my shoes? Is that so? Well, thanks for sharing. When I was young, my father often took me here to swim. We'd come rain or shine, even when it was freezing cold. He told me that swimming was the best activity to train one's strength of will. You could never give up before reaching the shore, especially when the water was cold.
Oh? Why's that?
Because the moment you give up would be the moment you die. At that point, I still hadn't received my vision. One winter, the chilly wind felt almost like knives on my skin, and the seawater was so frigid that it numbed my toes the moment I stepped in. I cried and begged my father to spare me from having to swim across, but he wouldn't listen. He used to be a member of the Special Patrol as well. You could say it was his way of educating his children.
That sounds awful.
Hello, Ate Smudgy.
When he saw that I wouldn't stop
Damn,
crying,
soon I
he just
come
picked me up and
save
tossed
you
me into the
die.
icy water. The bone-chilling cold took
Saka,
away my senses.
kagising mo lang, good
I couldn't feel
morning,
anything but
good
fear and
afternoon,
rage.
Good noon or good evening?
I waited for my father to save me, but one look and I
Lalaro
knew he'd
pa?
already
O may
started
pasok
swimming
ka
for the
mamaya?
opposite shore.
Or kakauwi mo lang?
I
Hindi ko
realized
sure
that
kung
if
ano
I
doon.
were to give up, I really would die right then and there. I used all of my strength to try and catch up to my father. Those few minutes felt longer than my whole life up until that
May
point.
pasok ako maya pa.
I did, however,
Kumain ka na.
make it to the other side.
Breakfast
I've
ba?
never felt afraid
Breakfast.
about anything in my life
Ay,
after
sa'yo, hindi
that.
ka na muna magla-live
Nor have I
ngayong
ever
umaga
cried
dyan.
again.
That way of
rest
teaching would have
muna.
never worked on Paimon.
Good yan, good.
Yeah, I
Para
don't think
mamaya
that was
may
the right
lakas
method
ka.
for anyone. It's just that
Ilang araw ka
working
rin
now as I
naglalaro
am
nung
in
ano,
the pursuit of
tagal mo
justice,
maglaro nun eh, nung Monster
I still
Hunter eh.
sometimes feel like I've been tossed into that
Kuya
winter
Aki nandyan
sea all
kanina,
over
ewan ko lang
again.
kung nandyan pa.
The anger and the
Yayain niyo daw
helplessness.
si na Casper and
Shuffles.
Brent about sa The Forest.
But the worse I
Para
feel,
kapag
the
nagkataon
more
na
I know
ano
to
na tayo
never
sa
give
kanya-kanyang
up.
schedule.
The alternative would be to forever
Nagkatagpo-tagpo.
lose myself
The
among the
Forest
waves.
tayo.
Anyway, how about a race? Neither of us will drown,
Gusto ko na kayo
but we
kalaro
can still
eh.
see who swims faster.
Di na natin nalaro yung din ko.
Paimon will grab the clapperboard to mark the start of the race.
Have a swim contest with Cheryl. Oh. Swimming contest ang mangyayari. Asan si Chevrus? Ay, gusto ko to eh. Nakaka-ano to eh. Nakaka-dolphin dive. Oh, dolphin dive. Isa pa. Ay, gusto ko pa isa pang dolphin dive. Dolphin dive. Woo! Di ba tumama ulo niya dun sa ano? Sa buhangin.
Oh, that felt good.
Bagong game? The Forest daw.
You were so
If
fast in
ano,
the
if
water,
ever.
Chevres. You were swimming even faster than Paimon can fly. So
Anong ay
about
hindi?
the special
Nalito
patrol.
ako sa tanong.
Did you join because of your dad?
Yung nilalaro ko po ba o yung lalaroin natin?
Partly, but I'd say I was more inspired by the heroes I read about in stories growing up.
Atong nilalaro ko Genshin.
Oh, so it's due to your love of stories.
Akala ko nag-new game
Of course,
ka.
it was only after I joined the special patrol that I learned
Ay,
that
hindi
truth
po.
is often stranger than fiction. Come on, let's walk a bit more.
Gumagawa ako na ngayon ng story quest ng Genshin. Kasi one day na lang yung event. So patapos na siya. Sayang
To
yung
be
mga
honest,
Primo Gems.
I do sometimes question whether the decisions I
Lakad
make are
din
the
tayo.
right
Naglalakad
ones.
siya eh.
But I know that no matter what, I must keep swimming. Because the only thing I've got my eyes on is the shore in the distance.
Yung batang maliit na lang. Para cute. Ate, wait lang. Bilis mo maglakad. Sabay tayo. Bilis maglakad do.
Thank you for coming on this walk with me. I feel a lot better after getting all that off my chest.
Anytime.
We're nearly back at Baptiste's house.
Huh, you're right. I didn't realize we were so close.
He really did plant a lot of flowers. It's just like how he described it in the story.
Huh? Wait. Paimon, Traveler, look!
Yan,
The rainbow
namumulaklak na.
roses in the garden. They're in full bloom now.
Yay. Pero may isa pa ba? Mas, ano daw? Mas mahaba stride niya. Kaya nga eh. Mabilis siya maglakad eh. Ay, tapos, hindi, last one. Last one, tapos ko na yung event. Wait until 2 days later. Ay. 2 days later. 2 days. TikTok, 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 TikTok. Malamig ba dyan, Ate Smaji, ngayon? O lagi naman malamig dyan? Kahit umaga. Ano? Saan tayo pupunta? Layo naman. Mula rito dun. Ay. Ito na, awarding na ata. Malamig minsan, sakto lang. Kamusta naman ang pagmamonster hunter mo, Ate Smaji? Pero kanina di ba nakalethal kayo nila, Ate CG? Di ako makasali eh. Nagluluto kasi ako eh. Naghanda kami kasi birthday nung January 5 ni Daddy. Tapos January 6 kami nag-celebrate dahil para nandito sina ate rin. Saka yung iba niyang pamangkin.
Hey, it's been a while.
Hey
Ilang
there,
taon na
you
ba wala si
two.
Dad?
Sorry I've been scarce. I've been buried in marketing and preparing the film for release ever since we wrapped
Oh, 7
post-production.
years na rin.
The award ceremony is today, right? Paimon wonders if we'll win the Farina Award.
I'd give it a 90% chance.
Farina! Oh, Paimon didn't know you were already here. You're earlier than everyone else.
I'm sure the others will also be here in no time. Xavier, if we end up getting called on stage, shouldn't you come up with a name for our crew?
What? But we don't even know if we're going to win. I wouldn't want to jinx our chances by celebrating early.
Just open your eyes! Surely you've seen the audience's reactions to our film. We've had nothing but critical acclaim. You've also had conversations with the Opera House's operating staff, right? Didn't they want to increase the number of showings? With the mora you've made from the box office, you can now open your very own film company.
But that's all credit to my amazing crew. You've all helped to make this a reality, so I can't be the only one asked to come up with a name.
Well, give it some thought. I'm sure the crew will respect your choice.
Yes. Totoo yun. No?
All right,
Also,
but before
Hunter,
that,
okay lang
Traveler and
yung main
Paimon,
ko.
could I trouble you
Nilagyan
to
ng
quickly
cheat
pay a
ko.
visit to the Fortress of
Kinalaro, kaya
Meripede?
na-bad trip ako. Kumuha ako ng bagong character.
Shouldn't we stay for the award
Ayun
ceremony?
lang. Rice,
I wanted
Rice.
to ask you two to invite
Ah,
Shuffers
World.
to join us
Bumalik
at the
ulit sa World?
ceremony.
Smarty?
She's one of the lead
Kala ko
roles
Rice
after
na.
all. I
Nag-match
haven't been
cheat
able to
siya.
find her
Ayun
recently,
lang.
so I haven't had the chance to invite her
Ayan o,
personally.
naglalaro ka ba ng Monster
According to the
Hunter?
papers, the
Si-
culprits of the musket murder case will be personally escorted today by the
Ayan,
captain of the
kami
Special
nila G-Boy, di
Patrol
kami
to
mahilig
the
sa
Fortress of
cheats.
Meripede.
Pag kami yung kasama mo, huwag kang mag-alala sa mga cheats. Di kami nagaganon. Kung Rice sana mga kalaro ako eh. Ano ba yun? Crossplay? Crossplay ba? Ayoko pa rin, hindi ko pa rin mag-gets yung crossplay at
Just wait here, Xavier.
Nakalimutan ko
Try
yung
to
ano
come
nila.
up with a few snappy sounding names.
Naka 9,000.
All right, then I'll leave you to it.
999 lahat ng maths, kaya bad trip. Meron din ako Rice. Meron si Ate Smaji parehas, G. Free siya sa Game Pass. Ay, totoo ba? Hindi ko alam. So, meron din pala ako nun.
Trial or treat?
Meron pala ako nun, Ate Smaji. Hindi ko alam. Di ba ang galing? Pero di ata cross-platform. PC ba? Yes po, PC. Game Pass ng Xbox.
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Download muna. Kung PC. PC kami, Tis Maji, diba? Si Misha lang yung PS. Pag mga PC game yan, nandyan kami nila G. Pero tayo gagawa ako new character para sa
This is
Pai.
as far as I'll be taking them. I'll
Hindi
leave
ka
the three of
napapagod
them to you
kakagawa ng
now.
new character.
Got another
Nagsalita,
errand to run?
galing from me. Ako nga, ilang
Something
beses ko
like
na
that?
inulit
I'm expected at a party.
yung story
Now
ng
that's something
Genshin.
you don't hear
Sa
every
ulo ko
day.
na yung Mondstadt.
Found a new pastime?
No, it's just a special
Ayaw nga
occasion.
pala.
Shivers, Risley!
Festivals really
Sige,
do
sige,
bring
Ate
people
Sumaji.
together. It's been a while since I last had so
Kapag
many
ano,
visitors at the Fortress of Meripede.
Call it the festival spirit, I guess.
ako na magagay.
Yeah, you could say that.
Saka kaya nung
Even our head
nagbabawas ako
nurse has
ng
gotten
video
herself
na
all worked
nakasave
up
sa akin
preparing
kasi
super deluxe nutritious shakes.
mapupuno na
Just
siya.
one gulp and you'll have met all
Ayoko
your
bumaba
nutrition
ng
needs.
100 yung ano eh.
Are you talking about work just
Yung
now?
ano ko.
We've already finished
hard
discussing
drive ko.
everything. So, what do you think about my heads up, Mr.
Kaya
Risley?
yung mga post kanina,
I believe I
kaya
haven't
nakita
yet
yung
made
meron
any
na akong mga
promises or
pinost dun sa
guarantees.
But
server
you
sa Discord.
also didn't shoot me down.
Kasi yun yung mga naklip ko na
How about this?
wala
You could
dun
give
sa
everyone a
recorded
copy of
kong
the
ano.
newspaper. Perhaps on the
Ang
day when
kulit
the
eh.
cover story happens to, oh, I don't know, expose a certain someone's misdeeds from 20 years ago?
I suppose then a certain someone may soon find himself the most unlucky person in the fortress
Hindi
of
ka na
Merope.
external hard drive para
While
sa mga
another two people will
POVs.
soon be hailed as heroes.
Speaking of heroes, did you two need something from me?
Saka na, saka na Ate Smash.
Actually, we're here for...
Kapag may ano na, may
You're
budget
here
na
to
about
invite
dyan.
me to the party, right? Don't
Pupush ko
worry,
rin
I
yan
didn't
eh.
forget.
Hard drive para sa mga edited videos, mga video na raw. Kapag hindi pa na
And the same to you.
Pero actually napuno yung 1 terabyte ko na ano dahil sa ano, games. Si Daddy Rothestley, eto ba Ate Smaji? Nagigenshin ka ba Ate Smaji? Hindi ko ma-zoom eh. Asia ba yan Ate Smaji o Amerika? Kasi kung Asian, pwede kita i-add. Meron ako dati. Bakit dati? Ano nangyari? Naka-backlog. North America. Gusto mo ba ng Genshin? Gawan kita ng Asia account. Or kunin mo na lang yung isa kong account na hindi ko na ginagamit. Yun, may Navia. Kung tatanungin mo sino si Navia, eto siya. Yan, si Taylor Swift. Meron akong isang account di ko ginagamit. May ganito siya doon. Navia, saka etong isa. Si Tainari. Kaya lang, ang problema, yung character, yung main character, lalaki si Aether. Di ko na siya ginagamit kasi ang bala ko lang talaga dapat sa kanya, hindi ako magpo-pull hanggang matapos. Ang nangyari na nung nag-record ako, walang sound. Kaya sabi ko, useless na. Hindi ko na naman umpisahan. So, yun. Hindi ko na siya ginalaw. Ayoko nang guy. Cannot resist. Tapos, may isa akong account. Kaso yung ginagamit ko rin eh. Si Wanderer naman. Ang ano rin doon, si Lumin. Ginagawa ko lang talaga yung gumagawa ako ng bagong account dahil sa story. Gusto ko siya i-record tapos i-post sa ano. Ang cute kasi. Saan ba ako pupunta? At kanina pa ako paikot-ikot. Ang layo naman pala. Dito naman pala ako pupunta eh. Pinapabigay ko na yung isang account na yun eh. Hindi ko alam kung meron pa akong isa. Titingnan ko. Alam ko may isa pa eh. Alam ko babae naman ulit yun. Si Lumin ulit. Tingnan ko na lang mamaya. Dami Kaya nga sa ulo ko na yung Mondstadt. Yung unang region dito at Tips Magic. Kaya nga galit na galit sa akin si Misha. Kasi ilang beses ko na inulit.
Congratulations, Mr. Xavier.
We won?
May nanalo yung grupo nila.
I can't believe it! I really can't thank all of you enough!
See? My takes on Fontaine's entertainment industry have never been wrong.
Now, please welcome to the stage the
Hello
producer of the
there.
Two
Good
Musketeers,
morning.
Mr.
Di ba ako
Xavier!
magugulat bigla kasi may ilang ito eh. Napatingin ako rito eh. Kumusta ka, Del? Nako.
Thank you.
Paduga.
Thank you all so
Sorry
much
na.
for your recognition
Kausap ko
and
kasi si Ate
support.
Smaji.
While I'm up here, I would love to give special thanks to...
Time really
Saka
flies,
pa, di na kita nakakalaro ng
It
DVD.
certainly feels that way. It feels like it was only yesterday when you were teaching me to hold a musket.
Will
Pero
you
ang
come
kulit
back to
yung maglaro
Fontaine
ni
again?
Xiao.
Of course.
Natatawa ako
I'm
tuwing
very
naglalaro
fond of
kayo.
this city. There are so many novel and interesting things,
Dapat
and it's
focus
been
sa
hard to
laro.
keep track of them all.
Nagkakwentuhan sila eh.
How
Kaya lang yung
about you?
pagkwentuhan na lang din
Would
ako.
you be interested in visiting
Puro
Inazuma?
kalokohan lang. Kaya nga
I can't say the
nakakatawa
thought has
eh.
crossed my mind before, but
Pasaway
I'd
kayo
be
eh.
willing to consider it now.
I will be
Hindi
eagerly
na kita
awaiting your
nakikita
visit.
nagla-live.
It would be
Hindi ka na ba
wonderful if you could visit
nagla-live?
my home and enjoy a taste of our tea and desserts.
Yeah, let's keep in touch.
Did you accomplish all you came here for?
Ah, nagkaroon na ng kaibigan si
Yes.
Ayaka.
And you should visit Inazuma again sometime.
Parang mas
how's
nag-enjoy
Ogura
ako
and her
maglaro
business
at
been?
manood na lang.
To my knowledge, she's doing quite well.
Nakakapagod
Tell
pa
her I said
mag-setup ng
hi.
mag-setup.
I certainly will.
Minsan mas gusto,
I heard the
minsan
thunderstorm
may
has
time
stopped.
na gusto ko rin maglaro
Yes,
lang.
and the war has also been brought to an end. Peace and prosperity has
Maglaro at
returned
may
to the
makalaro.
islands.
Tapos sa record
quite
ko na
like
lang,
the sound
tapos
of that.
focus yung ano.
Perfect for
Medyo
hanging
di na
textiles
kinakaya ng
out to
social
dry.
battery ko.
I'd like to offer my thanks again to the
Pahinga
entire
kapag
cast
hindi
and
kaya.
crew. Without
Ganun
you,
lang
I would have
gagawain
never
eh.
completed this film, much less had the opportunity to
Pag
be
hindi mo feel
standing on the
makipag-usap, mga
stage.
ganun.
With the support of my entire crew, I would like to officially announce our film company, Musketeer
Kung mag-alala,
Pictures.
ramdam ka namin.
Woohoo! That has a really
Pag
nice ring
ano,
to
kapag
Then
hindi
in
ka
that
masyadong ano ngayon.
Let's please welcome all the members of Musketeer Pictures onto the stage for a commemorative photo.
Oh, Paimon didn't know we'd also be taking pictures.
Director Farina, I believe you are the most deserving person to raise this trophy.
Huh? No. There's no need. It's so embarrassing.
It's an honor the
Hello,
director
Nice.
deserves.
Thank you for the lurk.
Yes, I agree.
I can't think of anyone better for the honor.
Just accept that you're not getting out of this.
Ready,
Ang
everyone?
cute ni Farina.
3,
Makukuha rin
2,
kita. Kala mo sa ano mo, riran mo.
Musketeer Pictures!
Cutie. Ang cute oh. Ay, tapos ko na yung story. Ay, mali. Tapos ko na nga ba? Tapos na nga. Hindi na siya nagpakita. Yes. Wala na ba akong gagawin sa event na to? I check na. I check na. I check na. I check na. Tawa ko na rin to. Wala na. Tapos na ang ating ano, paghihirap. Hindi ko ba na-test run to? 2 days na lang, oh sayang. Sayang yung 20 Primo Gems. Yan. Test run natin si Taylor Swift. So, Taylor Swift yung tawag ko sa kanya kasi kahawig niya si Taylor.
This one's got your name on it.
Ba't ako naglalag ngayon? Meron.
Booba, get them. This one's got your name on it.
Ito, nakapayong siya.
A proper send-off from the Spino with love.
It's nothing.
You're toast. This one's got your name on it.
Paglakas ni ano? Maganda si Navia sa ngayon. Ang cute niya. Ang cute niya, papayong yung gamit niya. Buti na-realize ni ano, no? Ni Hoyoverse sa Genshin na pwede nilang gawin yung sa HSR. Cutie. Kaya ka naman. Ayaka. Sayang yung mga Primo Gem eh. Kunin lang natin yung Primo Gem. Pang full din yan kay Raiden.
You can't run. Absorption test. Let the show be. Take flight.
Lights out. Whirling snow. Judgment. Shiver. Take flight. Kamisato art. Summit.
Kamisato art.
Animal test
Silencio.
6308. Animal.
Silencio ba yun? Yan yung pagkakarinig ko lagi.
My apology.
Cute ni Aya ka rin, no? Kaya lang hindi kita pwede kunin, Aya ha. I'm so sorry. Nag-aantay ako kay Raiden. At malapit na siya ilabas. Ay, tangi! Ay, wala na. Natry. Mali ako ng pindot. Pero cute niya, oh. Sige nga, lakad ka nga. Ay, hindi. Ito pala. Oh, exit.
This one's got
Kunin ko lang yung primo gem. Tapos punta tayo dun sa pinapatay natin para kay Chichi. Dahil kailangan ko nung ano. Ay! Ay, wala po. Sorry po. Sorry po. Medyo bonak po sa pagpindot. Ano nangyayari sa ano ko ngayon? Ito, lane. So, meron na tayong 34. Tapos, dagdagan pa natin. Meron na tayong 36 ata. Para pang full kay Raiden. Then, ito, sana 3 ibigay para sakto. Kapag full na tayo ng ano. Makapag-pull na tayo sa standard. Pang 10 na to eh. Kung makukuha natin yung 3 pirasong ano niya. Dito sa, hindi ko, nakalimutan ko yung tawag dito. Isa pyro, di ba? Ito cryo regis vine. Yun. Tandaan ko na. Hindi, tama, Bennett. Hindi pala ako nagpalit ng Barbara dito. Ba't hindi ba namamatay?
right here. Right now. Commit it to memory. Grow, grow, grow. Commit to... Let's light it up. Come on now. Emerge. Right here. Grow, grow, grow. Everybody stand. Commit it to memory.
Tatlo, ibigay mo. Listo. Yun, 3. Yes! 3 ang binigay. Nasaan si ano? Si Chichi. Chichi. Ayun. Send na to eh. Nice! Kunin natin yung standard. Tapos mag-make a wish tayo. Tingnan natin kung magpa 5 star. Kung dito tayo mag-wish. Tingnan natin kung maganda ang tulog natin ngayong gabi. Sa pag-wish. Ay, hindi dito. Bakit ako nandito? Dito pala sa taas. Pagdasal natin sana hindi ulit si Chichi ang makuha. Dito ako nag-wish dati madalas. Pero sabi nila doon na daw ako kay ano eh. Kaso, mas gusto ko dito sa kamay ni Venti. Ayan. Ay, wait lang. May kulang.
Share my knowledge.
Yan. Para maganda yung ano natin. Tingnan natin kung ano, maganda ibibigay niya. Hindi na gold eh. Pero malay natin, character pa rin. Rust. Wala na, okay na. Rust na. Rust lang yan. O, diba? Sabi na eh, rust lang. Wala siyang magandang minigay. Maganda lang yung design. So yun guys, we are done playing for today ng Genshin Impact. Kita-kits na lang ulit tayo bukas at tayo mag-end stream na. Tinapos ko lang po talaga yung story ng 2 Musketeers, yung event, dahil 1 day na lang yung natitira. So kita-kits na lang ulit tayo next time or bukas. Keep safe, stay healthy, and keep on smiling guys. Good night for now. Paalam muna. Bye-bye.